Yeah, mine's on too. My bad.
How am I the only one that...
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Cryptic Heartland Podcast, episode number 137. I'm out of breath. Whew, had to run real quick.
Last minute run down the stairs.
Yeah. I'm one of the hosts. I'm Leo Fernandez, and you can see we have a packed house tonight. It's been a hot minute since we were on. Thank you to the viewers for your patience. I apologize for all the cancelings and stuff, but we're back, hopefully, and we're here to stay. So, on the screen, you see everybody practically except for a few people. You got Mr. Jason to the left of your screen. You got Jake in the middle, Andy in the middle, and Dan the man on the right.
What's up?
I was waiting for something. So, like I said, yeah, we've been busy, all of us. We've been gone, we've been busy.
Yeah.
We've been having life stuff happen to all of us, and yeah, well, we're back. So, what's going on, guys?
Not much. Been busy.
Remember how to do this?
No.
That's what you
No,
guys-
not really.
Hopefully everyone knows that.
The show's totally winging it.
No, I've been doing some investigating and all that, and working on some other things. So
Yeah,
been keeping busy.
we've definitely been busy behind the scenes in the paranormal field, and also just everyday life. A lot of world travelers right here, except for Jason. Jason took a little small trip, didn't you?
No,
No, I mean, I've been
not
stuck
yet.
on-
Haven't traveled yet.
Well, you went to Holton.
Yeah,
So-
I went there, but that's not world travels. You know, I didn't even leave the state. You know.
Yeah, these guys went all over the place, all three of those.
I did want to go there, though.
I know.
So,
I would have rather have gone where you all went. So
we want
Well,
me
you
to.
could have gone along with us.
Yep.
next time.
Had a back seat.
I know.
Get you in there.
I fit well in
Strapped you
small
to the top.
bags. So
Yep. So that's kind of what we'll talk about. Some of their adventures tonight. They went to different states, different places to investigate, to vacation, to a little bit of everything. So, plus we'll talk about a couple weeks back we had the Hotel Josephine public investigation. Got some of the stuff that they caught as far as pictures and stuff go, some video, whatnot, and we'll play that tonight. And they'll talk about their own personal experiences and whatnot. And then a couple other people, Jake and Dan, went to Arkansas. They got the opportunity to stay at the world famous Crescent Hotel, and they did a ghost hunt there, and they had some other stuff, personal experiences, and some pictures they sent to me. Pictures of a cat, apparently. So.
Good cat.
The
Yeah.
hotel has a cat.
Is it real?
Oh, yes.
It's not a ghost
He
cat?
has his own cat door.
They got a ghost cat.
They have
too.
a ghost cat, too,
Oh,
yeah.
my God.
His grave's out back in the garden.
Okay. Well, we'll show pictures of the ghost cat now. I'm kidding. The real cat here in just a little while. But then Miss Andy she went down even further south. She went down to Memphis, Tennessee, and Tupelo, Mississippi, and Alabama, and everywhere else. She went to go
Nashville.
visit Graceland and
7 states in 6 days.
Jesus. Oh, thank you.
wow.
Yep. And I've just been here.
Same
I've been
here.
working though.
Same here.
Working my ass off. Working a lot of hours. I work all weekend too. So, from my home. Lucky me. So, anyways, yep, we're back. Good to be back. Feels good to be back, anyways. And away we go. So, where do we begin this crazy ride?
Wow.
Want to get the Hotel Josephine out of the way?
Josephine.
Not really.
And then we'll
No, I'm
jump
kidding.
into
No,
Crescent
out of the
after
way,
that.
man.
kidding.
I'm interested to hear about it, man.
Yeah,
I
Jake and
wasn't
I-
there.
Jake and I don't know anything about this. So you're
Well, okay, so
walk us
Hotel
through this.
Josephine, we were invited to help investigate with Ghost Tours of Kansas, and it's the oldest running hotel in the state of Kansas.
Nice.
It has never been anything else. It's always been a hotel, and it's been in constant use since 18. How old? 18. I want to believe it's the 1880s, I believe.
Yeah.
They do have a right there, and when you walk in, they have a piano that they're not moving anytime soon. It's
It's heavy,
where it is.
original.
Yeah, it's from the 1860s. It's from the
Nice.
Civil War era.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's actually pretty. I mean, they've got so much artifacts in this place. It's amazing.
Nice.
When you walk in, the architecture itself is
Beautiful.
like, I mean, it's stepping back into the 1800s. It really is.
That's cool.
It's really cool. The staircase is amazing just to
It's
see
like
that.
1890.
1890?
So,
Yeah, it started, I
Okay,
think,
1890.
1889, and they finished in 1890 and,
Okay.
and finished construction. If I remember right,
Yeah.
that's what it was.
It's not like huge, but it's big enough. I mean,
Yeah.
it's got a basement to it, and it's
a
you know,
question, has it ever burned down? Seems like almost every structure from those eras.
I
burned
believe
down
there
at
was
one
a
point in
I
time.
think they
Fire.
did have a fire at one point, but it didn't destroy like the entire
No.
thing, and they didn't have to rebuild or
Okay.
nothing like that.
Well,
so a
that's
lot of it
pretty rare,
is.
too,
I
that
know
a
that
lot of
is. That is.
That's one thing I've learned doing this is that
Yeah.
structure fires used to be a way bigger
Yeah.
problem than they are now.
Yes.
Well,
This is
given
all brick.
yeah,
red
given
brick.
everything
Oh, okay.
back in the day was always wood, you know, and so
Candles and
Yeah.
lanterns and whatnot.
so it was always easy to burn down. But you know, the in the basement they used to have the kitchen and everything down there, and they used to have that. So the basement is definitely not, you know, kitchen friendly anymore. It's like
No,
it's like a
no.
dirty dungeon
Yeah,
down
well,
there.
So it's our kind of place then.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it's got a lot of stuff. There's a huge well down there that we were like told, hey, don't walk over here. You might fall for a very long ways.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they just have some boards
Is
covering
there water
it.
still down there?
I don't know.
You didn't try to throw a rock down it?
I don't think any of us looked that closely.
Yeah. I just said, okay, that's cool. I won't go there. But no, it was very nice. It was a cool experience.
I got somewhat close to the well. I apologize. But
no, you
Ah,
can.
how deep did it
I
look
just
then?
didn't do
I
it.
didn't look in the hole. I did kind of look the board, make sure that it was there, and it was.
Phrasing.
So as
Yeah.
far as it got there, it
You
was
didn't
dark.
peer into the hole?
No.
So
Uh,
they do have
Get
new
some context
owners.
here.
They do have new owners now.
Cool.
Which are very much into the whole paranormal and,
Yeah.
and embracing what's going on there and everything.
When I checked
so.
in, one of the owners checked me in, and she was telling me they've had a lot more paranormal stuff happening since they started remodeling. And
Yeah.
I told her that that typically happened. She's like, "What?" She
Yeah.
didn't know. That's right.
Yeah. I'm sure. I mean, that kind of goes with it, anytime you do
Yeah.
any
Oh, yeah.
remodeling and stuff like that, you're going to bring it out. But it was very cool. It was very cool. We broke up into groups. It was a sold out show. So we,
Show.
well, I mean, in a
Yeah,
way
was
it
a show.
is.
Event.
Yeah, an event, show, however you want to look at it.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
No, it was full with people, given how tight of a space it was and everything. And Lena Townsend was there too. She was
Yeah.
locked away in another room, all by herself, in a room that it
It's a little tiny conference room, but I mean,
it looked awesome. I mean,
Cool.
the ceiling was like huge.
Really?
It was way high and had the wallpaper from. It just looked like a room from the 1800s. I mean, it really
Nice.
did.
nice.
I just kind of wanted to sit in there with her the whole time. That's
all I could
didn't
see
wanna
when
do
I
it.
walked in there was 12 guys around this table playing poker.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the
I thought you
kind.
meant-
That's the kind of
Oh,
image
it
you
looked like
get.
the high stakes room.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it
exactly.
looks like.
I smelled cigar smoke. Well, I did smell cigar smoke in the hotel that night, but I mean, stepping in that room, that's what portrayed every bit of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
12 cowboys hanging out, smoking cigars.
That's the kind of feel you get from it. But so she was doing her thing out in there, and for me, I did not have much experience with it.
You kind of did.
Not too much.
I
happened?
kind of did. Okay, so I did, but I didn't. It kind of depending on how the group went about.
Gotcha.
Because when you do public events, you got to worry about whether or not the group is into it or not into it, and
Yeah.
some of my group was not into it. They were walking around with their beer in their hand, but whatever.
Yeah.
But it was had some action in the with the flashlight,
I was gonna say that's
which I did. You said you saw the video of me in there and stuff like that, and Dan and Chris were saying how they were having the same kind of interaction too. So.
Nice.
That was my room. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
That's
That was
the
your
one you
room?
stayed in?
Yeah.
Oh well, I was the last. I think one of the last groups in there,
Yeah.
and I was in there like talking to it and really not pushing it, but just
Yeah.
kind of trying
You
to
know.
talk and get them
Sure.
to like
Riling it up
interact.
for the rest
Yeah,
of
well,
Dan's night.
I didn't know that was your
Easily.
room.
Yeah, that was my room.
And then we
But,
have photo evidence of what what you made it do later that night.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah, now I know a lot of people are out there saying that the flashlight thing is not real, that it's fake or it can't be fake. But
I don't know, man.
when you're actually getting the flashlight to turn on and off when it's answering your question to yes and no and stuff like that, I think it's more legit than it is fake.
Yeah.
I've had some
Yeah.
pretty interesting experiences with the
It
flashlight.
was
Yeah.
doing some pretty cool things. Even the K2 was going off
Yeah.
right when it was like getting really powerful with like the answers and going on and off. But every time I went to go film, it like would like decide to like not do anything
Really?
and just stop. But
So
the moment
what's your take on that? You think it's because they don't want to be caught on film, maybe?
that or just being punks, you know. I mean,
Maybe
just
you're
being, you know, because I kept putting my phone down. I was like, okay, come on now. You know, I was like, are you in here with me? And the light would like come back on. I'm like, okay, turn it back off. Are you here with me? Yes. You know, and so I'm like, turn it back off. So I'm like, I'm going to film, all right? Can I film? And I get nothing. I'm like, I'm going to film, okay. And then, you know, a little bit would happen. But it's like I was just having like a very fun conversation with somebody who was just, you know, jerking me around in there, basically. So
Yeah.
it was fun. I mean, it was interesting. But I think a lot of it can happen, at least in with my experience there that night.
Mhm.
The more I was by myself
Yeah, I
or
was
with
gonna
2 or
say.
3 other people, the more I had happen, or the more things that could have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the more I was with a whole full group, not much.
Yeah.
Now I will say that my group, when we were down in the basement, we were using your motion sensor. We were using your balls.
Yes.
Okay.
Whoa!
He left him in the basement.
What's
Left
that?
him a lot of places.
Yeah,
down
your
there.
wife
He left him
first.
down in the basement, so you guys had to use him.
Oh,
No.
but yeah. So when we went over into the separate room down in the basement where this supposedly the doll room.
Mhm.
It's while we were in there trying to, and that's where the well is too. While we were trying to talk and just get anything interaction, the motion sensor lights were going off on their own,
Yeah.
and the plasma 360 was like
Nice.
actually going off too by itself. No one was in there, so
Yeah.
As far as the
Other than-
basement, we did have a lot of activity in that room with
Yeah.
the motion balls.
yeah.
I mean, again, it's carpeted. It's got some 1970s shag carpet that somebody threw down there when
Yeah.
they remodeled.
Yeah.
So the ball cannot physically move by itself. I mean, there's no way. But they were moving. The light was going off.
So do you
Um,
think the static maybe from your feet were triggering some of
No,
that?
there was nobody moving.
Oh, I was just curious.
We were sitting in a circle, and when we were in there, we were trying to interact with the doll, and we didn't have anything happen with the dolls at all, unfortunately.
What's-
But we
What's
did.
the significance of the dolls? Is it,
They're supposedly haunted.
I mean,
Oh, they have haunted
We-
dolls there.
Yeah,
I think it's self-proclaimed. I don't know if there's any history or background to it.
Yeah.
It's just a story that we were told, and I
Yeah.
don't know if there's any truth to it.
I'll
I
investigate it more sometime.
I tried using everything we could on them, and nothing interacted with it. Nothing went off. But you know, there's just 2 old dolls that are down there.
cool.
I don't know if the hotel just put them down there. I don't know. I don't know much about it.
Well,
Yeah.
I knew they
So-
were there because I think they even refer to it as a doll room, don't they?
It's where the well is. It's not
Oh.
actually a doll room.
Well,
it's just
they
a
consider it
rocking
the
chair.
doll room 'cause
It's
a
a
doll room.
rocking
Yeah.
chair that they
Yeah.
put 2 dolls in and then
Sure.
walked away. And
Yeah, because I've seen some videos that everybody refers to as a doll room plus whatever. Yeah.
I'm not sure that they're actually haunted, but you know that's just my opinion.
You gotta be right.
I had a lady who was doing dowsing rods. I even took one of the dolls and just laid it up against her leg. I was just like, let's see if it moves. You know, she's holding the ball dowsing rod.
She's like, oh no.
You know, but you know, I mean, I gotta say that as soon as I did that, no interaction happened. Like the lady couldn't get any.
Was she getting some before?
A little bit,
A little bit.
but as soon as I put the doll like next to her leg, like I don't know if it's just because her concentration went off and everything, and then she couldn't.
Right.
And
Don't
nothing was
touch the
happening.
dolls, Jason.
Yeah.
Don't touch
Nothing
the
happened.
Okay.
I touched the dolls. It was
Let me
fine.
ask you this:
Yes.
let's just say if maybe they are haunted. Do you think any of your week afterwards may have been as a result of that?
Oh, maybe.
I'm just curious.
Could be.
You had a rough week. We won't go into
Yeah.
details, but I'm just saying, what are the odds?
No, could be, but you know,
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
So, something to think about.
yeah.
So we don't touch the dolls, Judge.
I won't
Or
touch the
Dan's
dolls.
balls, for that matter. So, especially in the circle setting, that's just a little weird.
Yeah, it's a little weird. Everybody's like looking. Oh, hey.
Some of the guests that were there that night were chiming in right here, which I'm glad they're watching tonight because they're giving some some details to what things they had experienced.
Good.
They're mentioning about the laundry room. Does that ring a bell with anybody?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's down there in the basement
Is it next to
too.
the doll
It's
room?
just right along on the opposite side of where we were. We had to try to do 2 groups
Sure.
that night in the
Okay.
basement. So some were over in the laundry area, and the others were over by the well and the dolls and stuff.
Gotcha.
We couldn't shoot video.
that's
We
what-
couldn't take pictures.
Yeah.
We couldn't get anything to work in the
The signal itself sucked. I mean, it
That's what
just.
you said about
yeah,
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, Wi-Fi sucked. My phone had 0 signal to do
Yeah.
any kind of filming whatsoever. But go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say like Christy and them said that she couldn't take pictures down there. Everything she tried with picture turned out white.
Yeah.
No,
I bet.
we're in that room. Again, there are so many fluorescent lights in that room.
Mm-hmm.
And coming down the stairs, the lights were solid. We all walked into the room, and of course, they're just flickering crazy light.
Sure.
And we walk out of the room, the lights are still flickering, but you get about 5 feet, 10 feet away,
Mm-hmm.
they're back to normal. So, I mean, I don't know if it's an energy surge, if it was just our energy that's going into the room. The room felt strange, but the K2, my Geiger counter, nothing of that was triggering in there at all. But again, you couldn't take a picture, and I tried to take several pictures with my camera. Couldn't get anything either to work. Again, like it's just a flash out. Just
Yeah. Now, Kathy was down she had the second group that was down there. When I was down there, she was in the laundry area and she was doing the spirit board, and she actually was getting some interaction with somebody. I can't remember who.
really, yeah.
Hmm.
But she was getting some interaction down there. It seemed more interesting than anything that was happening around over in the other section. So,
Yeah, we didn't, like our group, Chris and I had a group, and we didn't have too much really happen in the basement. It was more so up on the 3rd level, what kept coming through the portal that Chris had going on the phone.
Mhm.
It kept saying 7. And we're like, 7 what? Do you want us to go to the room
Oh, yeah.
number 7? And that one was the room that had like the horseshoe on the
Mhm.
door.
it was an upright horseshoe for good luck, you know.
Yeah.
Where did that
And
horseshoe come from? Is it a real?
It's just part of the.
I didn't know.
I don't know.
I think it's part of the theme of the room because it was more
Yeah, okay.
like a Western theme.
Yeah, they have a John Wayne room and a
Somebody
few
said
other things.
Charles Curtis. Did I say Charles Curtis?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Hmm.
I think that was on the 3rd floor.
No, this is the hotel where like was it Grover Cleveland stayed or something?
Yeah.
Stayed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, President
Is there any kind of thing supposedly with him?
The suite was down the hall there. We went down there to try and interact with it, even with the spirit board, to dowsing rods, to just the portal, and got nothing.
Dang.
Got nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine, you know, being president that his mind was too much set there, you know,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
anything, you know.
We tried to get Carrie Nation to come through too, but
Yeah, she stayed there too.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she stood outside and with her axe and was preaching to everybody about, you know, no more alcohol and
She
stuff
went
like
all over the
that.
state of Kansas,
Yeah,
pretty much.
But she was prominent there,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
You know, of all the places I've heard, I've never heard anybody say they've seen her ghost anywhere. You'd think she
True.
would be,
prominent somewhere.
yeah, because of
Yeah.
her energy, whatever she was trying to
Or-
get accomplished.
Yeah.
because of her
Yeah.
religion, maybe she just
That could
Yeah.
be
has
what-
moved on.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Right.
We got the statue here downtown Wichita that of Carrie Nation outside where she smashed the bar
Yeah.
with her axe, that big window, whatever. So
There's one old theater downtown Wichita that in my past I know that there's activity in, and been up into the attic area where it's activity.
Mhm.
That she did smash a bar back when that place was a dirty video
Huh.
arcade, basically back
Oh, I got
in the
what you're
20s
saying.
and 30s,
Huh.
when black and white dirty
Where you went and
videos.
saw ankles and stuff.
Yeah, basically ankles and but yeah. No, so I mean, but I don't know who it is because, of course, at that time I didn't have equipment. I just know it's there.
yeah,
But maybe we can get in there someday. Check it out. It'd be neat.
yeah, definitely.
I don't want to look at ankles though.
Rita said the most sad thing about the John Wayne room, God, I can't talk today, was amazing sleep.
Did John Wayne stay there?
Yeah.
Did he?
I think so.
Huh. That's cool.
I think so.
Or Carl's doing his imitation of John Wayne.
Yeah, Tilly Pilgrim.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
Yeah, every one of the rooms are themed, and they all have ties to the hotel.
Yeah.
John Wayne at one time
Cool.
personally stayed there.
Even Christy Alley's has stayed there.
Alien stayed with her.
There was
Huh?
a Jesse James
Alien stayed with
room.
her.
Maybe.
Possibly.
There's a
Sorry.
Jesse James room?
There's a
Yeah,
Jesse James room.
yeah.
Hey, you didn't tell me about that.
I didn't see it. You know,
I've been in there.
I didn't even know where it was. I mean, the
How
night
did
just
that
kind
would have
of.
been the first thing I would have
I know.
Yeah.
found, Jason. Come on now.
I
Yeah,
know.
I expect more of you
I know.
with Wild West
I know. I'm
stuff.
sorry. I'm sorry.
What else they said happened? They had some. You mentioned the K2 activity.
Yeah. There
Chris
was.
said that all of his EVPs were contaminated, probably because of.
Seems like there's a lot of
There's a lot.
equipment contamination. Equipment.
Yeah.
Oh, so what do you think is because of the place itself, or was it because of just too many people?
Well, there's lots of old electrical in the building.
Yeah.
They still use a boiler system, so every room has steam heat.
Oh,
Oh,
So
wow.
you
really?
constantly hear that shh.
You hear that
Okay.
shh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Every
And
room.
pipe-
And it's
warm.
loud too.
Pipes will make weird noises too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Clanging and
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
That's the first time I've ever been around anything like that
Really?
in a place.
Yeah.
That's still in use.
It's
I've
still
seen
in
them
use.
like they're there, but they're not in
Council
use
Grove
anymore. But these are still in use.
I think Council Grove had them, but we were there when.
I
it
try to
was
block
cold.
that place out of my
I
head.
don't know why. We had some
Yeah.
fun. You didn't have fun until the end.
I did not have fun until I heard that one girl,
Exactly.
you know,
Until you were
giggle
leaving?
and stuff, and I'm like, "You've got to be kidding me."
Yeah.
It's like,
Yep. I had some stuff throughout the night,
yeah.
but.
Yeah.
Our quarters.
Hotel Josephine. I mean, you've got pictures and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
It doesn't
you wanna
have pictures,
share.
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, they sent me. Breeze on her. She said that about the flashlight video. Is that the one from?
Yeah.
Does she have her own video separate outside of yours, or is it the same similar thing? Because we have some of the videos.
Is that Bree?
Uh huh.
Yeah, she did her own filming because I was
Okay.
actually trying to get things to work, and she was actually filming because I couldn't get my phone to work for crap.
Really?
You know, thank
Which is
you
weird.
AT&T.
Because yours worked just for the flashlight incident, right?
Yeah, I mean, she ended up taking like a group over to across the hall to
Mhm.
where there's more interaction going on
Yes.
over there. So they went over there. So I closed the door and I was by myself for a
Oh,
little bit too.
Okay.
Nice.
But she sent stuff that I posted.
Uh huh.
That's her videos. She broke
Oh,
those
okay, I'm
up. And
sorry.
she broke those up into different,
Gotcha.
different ones. But yeah,
Okay.
but the one that I went live where I'm talking to myself and stuff like that, that is
That's yours.
that's me just by myself.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's for Kelly. Said about my,
Oh, yeah,
my
you
floating
just-
head.
Oh, you're floating around
I
up
was
there.
just gonna do something. But no, yeah, we got the videos of the floating, not the floating, of the flashlight. That's the word
Yeah.
I'm looking for. We can play some of those. We got pictures that we want to discuss.
Yeah,
that
I think
Yeah.
Dan's got
Some
some great
interesting
photos.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very interesting
Um,
pictures.
You throw a picture up, I'll talk about
Okay.
it.
Start with the pictures here. Give me a second. to get
Oh,
that
shoot,
pulled
here we go.
up.
Real quick though, I mean,
Go ahead.
while he's getting pictures up,
Oh, we're
So-
ready. I'm just kidding.
You were
So,
not ready that quick.
the next morning after we did the breakfast thing and did all that fun stuff, and we picking up our stuff, I was trying to debunk a couple pictures that we're going to be talking about. Walking the halls again, taking some more pictures of the hotel. So the piano, which is not working,
Mm,
which
okay.
does not work, which does not, they're not going to repair it because it's like 15 grand or something.
Was it
I don't.
complete?
Oh yeah,
something-
yeah. It was going to cost.
So like a
them-
player piano?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
from the 1860s. Yeah.
so all I get when we're all sitting in the lobby talking, I hear ding ding.
Nice.
It doesn't work,
Yeah.
but it did make it. I'm like looking around. Did you guys not hear that? Well, I heard something, but I don't know what it was. It's just a
I didn't hear
freaking
Oh, if there's a
piano.
piano there, always listen for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
try to get to play, or if there's a doll, I always get try to move on you or something. That's
Well, it was like
those are my favorites.
you know, McPherson Opera House.
I didn't go to that one.
They talked about the piano, and I think all of us heard that thing at some point throughout the night.
Yeah.
And then we finally went to go find it, and it's like back behind the backstage curtain
Oh wow.
with a cover on it.
With a cover.
And how
on it.
much of that it could be a mouse in there on the strings? That does happen. I'm just saying.
Oh,
especially-
Oh, it could be,
definitely
but-
Those are
could.
mostly on grand pianos though. But I'm
I
just
never
throwing it
thought
out
about
there.
that.
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not saying
No,
it
it
was
could.
or wasn't. That's
Yeah,
the
it
one
could.
thing I would look for. Is
I just
mouse
always,
droppings.
if there's
Yeah.
a piano, I always listen for it
I
to
do too.
ding. And it always,
Yeah, I never thought about that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it could.
But who's to say? Who the hell am I to say it's not paranormal? Because I
Right.
was there. I mean, I don't know. So this is something I always consider. I always look for both sides of it, just because you never know.
the odd thing about it, on the other side of that, is that I know when I heard it,
Uh-huh.
I was not near it.
Oh
I
wow.
was in the hallway outside the auditorium where the stage was at,
Nice.
and like across the hallway in one of the rooms.
Wow.
So it would be strange to hear it
Yeah. That
all the
far.
way back there, back behind like two curtains with a cover on it.
Nice. Very cool, man. No, we need to go back out there one of these years. I know we talked about it a couple times. We just haven't
Yeah.
made it that far, so we will.
Yes.
It was the same type of deal, just a couple
Yeah.
of dings.
Da-ding.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, yeah, it shouldn't have been planned.
Oh, I
Yeah.
was like, what? What's the first thing you want me to post? And show
Oh, you
them?
throw one up and I'll go with it.
All right then.
I'm good with it.
Had anybody else ever heard it make noise?
Talking to a couple of them, no.
No.
The people that that work there, they've never heard it go off. They've heard music playing in the hallway, but they've never heard the piano going off. So yeah, that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out where I want to start with this here. Let's go with this one here.
Heard a lot of crazy stuff in the basement, but no music. The basement is kind of slow for us as well, though.
Yeah.
Only the room with the well did we have a little bit of information come through. The lights in the laundry room, and
I was missing the red lights, the flashlights with the red lights. I should
Yeah.
have had those. I should have.
Gotta find those first.
Yeah, I gotta find
Apparently
those.
they're missing. Okay, this is the
Mine
first. You got yours?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the first one.
okay, let's see what we got.
So this is the zoomed out version. Oh, you guys can't see it yet. Freaking amateurs. Here, let me do this. Well, there it is.
Oh yeah.
So, this is Dan the man sitting on the chair or something, some sort, or couch.
Yeah, it's an old Victorian style couch, and a couple of our patrons was wanting to look at some evidence from. I was showing some recordings and some pictures that we picked up in Dodge City at one time, and one of our other patrons, Christy. I'll just throw her name out there because most of
Yeah.
these pictures are from Christy,
Oh, cool.
and she's doing some blasting of photographs. I mean, just taking simultaneous
She took a
pictures
lot.
one after another.
Excuse me.
And this white image appears on and above my head on one of our patrons' face.
We'll zoom in on that next picture. So, 'cause at first I saw it, I didn't know what I was looking at until there's better pictures of this. So, let's go with this one, I guess. We'll go with. So, this next picture, you'll see it more up close. And she circled it, or somebody circled it.
Yeah, Christy circled it.
So, above her, above Dan's head and in front of that girl's face on the patrons, there's this odd-shaped anomaly, we'll call it.
It looks like a mushroom.
It does look like a mushroom. You can almost see a little face on
Mushroom cap? Kidding.
it. Mushrooms, as far as I'm going to go with that analogy.
All right, I took it to the next level. I don't know what to think of that. I mean, you can clearly see something there. Did anybody see with their eyes, like free floating or anything coming down?
Becky says she's seen it coming from the left of the room. It's actually going to be over by the double glass doors that go down to the hallway, over towards where we were sitting.
Interesting. Oh crap! Hang on one second. I was gonna do something special. Not special, but I was gonna do something in addition to that. I was gonna try to pull up another picture side by side of the original one, or the one, or the next one. We'll see what I'm trying to say here. I don't know what I'm doing.
We'll see what comes up.
Yeah. So I think there's another picture similar to this. Maybe this one. Is this from far away? Maybe. So.
Oh, good call, Heath. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Looks like an old keyhole,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
an old
sounds
skeleton
like it.
keyhole.
Was she shooting through anything? Like as far
No.
as like a glass or a door
Nope.
or anything? Just kind of figure it out.
No, this is Raw. She's standing over by the exit staircase.
Where did the kid like multiple pictures. I mean, well, maybe this one's zoomed in, that's why, but you can see them side by side.
It's moved. Look, on the picture that's circled, it's more over the front of her face, and on the
You're right.
picture where it's farther away, it's more like on the side of her face by her neck and ear.
Yeah.
Well, and those are two different. See, my head's still on the
This-
bottom one. My head's tilted backward.
Yeah.
My head's forward on that
It
one. So-
moves.
But yeah, it's several pictures that we caught it. Christy caught it through on this area, and this is after we did the. It's going to be after we did the third floor or the basement. When we come out of the room where we had the light ball.
So it was like
information.
in between rounds.
No, this is towards the end. We was waiting for everybody to come back. We was going to try to do a Frank's box session,
Okay.
and
Just gonna put them all three up here that she sent us.
How'd that go? Did
Did
you
you get
end
the
up
one
doing
that
it?
I
No.
sent you?
No.
No, some of us
Of
wanted
me.
to, but didn't get time.
I'll send it to you.
I might have. So up on the screen here in just a second here, it's three pictures. There you go. So you have three. You have the zoomed
Oh
out
yeah, it's
version.
a
Yeah.
totally different shape in
That one looks like a
that. Looks like
looks
a.
like upside down duck.
Okay, I can
Cool.
see that.
well,
It's
Okay.
definitely a different shape though.
Yeah. What's that about?
now see, and that one. Okay, so what I see, and I've seen 2 or 3 different things in it. So I'm going to go with what my latest one is. I see a heavy bridge nosed on the bottom center of that light. I see 2 eyes in the dark sockets, and then I see forehead with
I
like
see it.
could have been sunglasses,
Yeah,
but
it's
probably
bigger
something
than just the
sitting.
white spot. It goes over her face down
Yeah.
the whole dark area.
I know it's kind of hindsight now, but do you remember anything special about that moment, or did this lady have anything? happen to her?
Okay, she did. She did not have anything in her room because she pre-gamed and she saged her room heavily, so she wouldn't have anything happen to her in her room.
Okay.
However, when we were in other rooms, she had a lot of stuff coming through when we was using the basically a Wonder Box.
Sure.
One of our guests had,
Yep.
Becky, using her Wonder Box. They were responding to her,
To this individual?
yes,
Okay.
quite a bit. And then, of course, she's up from northern Kansas in a pretty haunted location, town. And we were talking right here about spirits that could be. She doesn't believe that her house is haunted. However, things that have happened in her house make her believe that. And then we were actually talking about the Underground Railroad and
Okay.
some of the locations in her town that do have tunnels and stuff still active. So, and that's where these originated from during that conversation.
Barbara asked the question I was getting ready to ask. What was this taken on? Was it like a camera phone? Was it?
Yeah, camera phone. Christy, tell me if I'm wrong. I believe it was a note.
Yep, she just had it. My
Note
note
20.
20
Oh,
plus. Yep.
see, okay, there we
Because
go.
I was going to ask that same question. Thank you, Barbara. Had the same idea because
So that's a 48K camera. I mean, that's one of the top cameras, but
that's just interesting. I mean, I don't know what to make of it. Had it been in the same spot every time, I'm glad Jake pointed that out. I didn't notice that it's moved.
Yeah.
Which she can move too. Obviously, her head's moving, but the shape changes. You don't change the shape of a smudge
Right,
or
and-
whatever.
Right.
did I send you the one where it's formulated over the doors?
Yeah, I think that's what I have up here and coming up here next. I'll throw that on there.
So, and that, if you see the doors in that in the middle picture,
With the
so
window
you go
there?
another 6 feet behind her by the player piano, of course, is where we capture the other in the glass. It's actually in the glass of the door.
Okay. So that's what. There's. Oh. Okay. Hang on a second here. Sorry, I just thought. This was my question. I was wondering. Would have been my question. Is it the same smudge on something?
Now, see if you look at that,
It's a different thing though.
but hey, look
They're
at it.
the
It's the
same
2 images.
shapes. They're
It's
the
actually
two
the same
same
shape. Look at that
shapes.
back up,
Whoa!
Well, there's
Look at that. They're
The-
the same shapes, but
the left one is the one that you first see in the
Yeah.
picture, and the right one is the second
yeah,
picture.
it's the mushroom cloud or the
me get that
haystack
back
or
up.
whatever.
But now they're in the same picture together.
What the hell is that about?
Wow. Was this picture taken before or after the ones you showed with them over the lady's face?
I would say before, because
was
she was
before?
zooming. She was taking pictures of the room.
So then they would be traveling over to her from here.
Okay. I put them all back up here so we can
Okay.
compare it, because, yeah, those are,
That's the two same. That's the same two shapes for sure.
but why are they together all of a sudden?
Well, this would be before. He said before the other two there.
On a different thing.
Yeah, see in the middle picture,
Mm-hmm.
that is the image all the way to the left in the first picture.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And the third picture is the image all the way to the right in the first picture.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I thought everybody's saying is it a reflection? That's kind of what I was
Well,
thinking too.
were
but
these the only
Why
pictures
are they
that she
separated?
took in that room that these appeared on? I assume she took more than just these.
She
pictures.
did, and she took several pictures that did
So
not
it
have
wasn't
this
like
on.
a smudge on her camera lens,
No.
or.
well, see, I wanted to say.
But then,
the
if it
same
was,
thing.
why would they be together in one and
Yeah,
apart in the
that's what I
other?
was
That
getting
wouldn't
ready
make
to
any
say, too.
sense.
I was getting ready to do the exact same thing.
Okay, so like Christy stated,
Yeah.
she took 699 pictures.
Yeah.
And again, there were
Okay.
several pictures that had nothing on them.
Sure.
And then you get this. Now, the one on the left,
Yeah.
reflection, maybe, but
Well,
look at
they're the
that.
same shape, man.
That
Exactly.
makes sense. Yeah.
Look what's
Right.
morphed over the person in the glass face.
Mm-hmm.
Now, tell me that ain't weird. I mean,
It looks
because
like another face looking more straight towards the camera almost.
yeah, I mean, you see two different reflections. You see her
Right.
skin tone, which is a more of an olive,
Right,
but then you get that white morph thing over the top that's kind of strange.
right. To me, it looks like a second face that's turned
See,
more straight towards the
okay.
camera.
Barbara said the same thing I was thinking too. Once again, Barbara and I are on. We're zen and like tonight. She thought in the middle picture she could see that second image. Both images in the same picture on the wallpaper.
To the left,
in the
to
middle
the
of the
left of the
wallpaper.
lady.
Like, you guys can't see what am I doing? It's on this screen right here. People.
No,
for you guys.
I'm looking at it, but
See what I'm poking right here?
yeah.
I can try to isolate.
Oh, because it does cover part of her face right on the corner right there,
Yeah, you're right.
by where her left eye would
I
be.
saw that too, but yeah, that's interesting.
But then if you look at it then, because if you look on the first picture, that thing's got by about an inch and a quarter.
Yeah,
Inch and a half.
Didn't
And on the
really
second
see it in
picture,
the
they're
second
almost
one anywhere.
on top of each other.
but you can't see in the very right far picture. You can't see.
In the second one,
The
okay.
other
In
one.
the second one, look over by her. It would be her right shoulder. We're looking at
Yeah.
would be on the left.
right.
Right above it, you can almost see the washed out shape of the mushroom thing by her shoulder there.
Oh, you think you can
and
see
the
it?
pick on the right.
On the third picture?
You almost can, just like you can almost see the other shape by her face.
Could kind of see what you're saying, Jake. I think.
Hmm.
Huh. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. Is it paranormal?
Oh,
Quite possibly. Is it not? All.
okay. So I didn't notice that too. So Becky's the one on the glass,
Oh.
behind the
okay.
glass.
Uh huh.
She was wearing a T-shirt. Look at her arms. Why?
Okay.
Why does it appear that she's wearing a long sleeve shirt? That is kind of
She doesn't
strange.
have undershirt on.
Uh-uh.
I thought
She's-
she had two shirts on.
No, she's wearing a black T-shirt.
What's causing the shadow on her arm,
Huh.
on her skin?
Well, no. It almost looks like that same shape as the first mushroom, like casting a shadow, angled though. I'm not saying it is. It's just maybe it's the shape of her arm. Maybe it's just making it look like it's the same type of shape, but I don't think it is. I thought she just had like some kind of either tattoos or a long gray shirt underneath there.
No.
Huh. Good catch. I didn't notice that at all. She says, "Well, wearing a black T-shirt, but not a long sleeve black T-shirt." Okay, or
Yeah.
not a long sleeve black shirt.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. But yeah, so that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, they're unexplained. We can't explain these pictures, but
Yeah.
good catch by Christy. I mean, she caught several good pictures that night. She laid in the black. She laid in the back there and caught some really good stuff.
Huh.
Some strange stuff.
Where were you seeing the face at on her on Becky? Was it the
It was like her
Above her head.
eye that you can see where it kind of almost wraps around the side of her face
Okay.
like shadow. To me, that and like the brown, like below it,
Yeah, like a
almost the
smudge.
top of the between that and the looks like a
Because Barbara said thinks she saw a shadow on her face as well. Which
Second
that's what
face
you were.
or-
That's
It's
why I was
almost-
asking
something
you.
like that.
It's almost like the third picture, there's like a little white dot in her hair that's not in the first.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see
that
that
too,
too.
yeah.
Oh,
But you also see the white dots in the picture on the left.
Uh-huh.
There's two of them, and the one on the right has almost a little tail.
Yeah, I don't know what
Yeah.
to think of that now. And some of that stuff's the same.
Now, see, I'm seeing some crazy stuff now because I mean, I see, you know,
Uh,
and over her face, you know, you get that image of something else over there
talking about
But-
on which one? On Becky
on,
or the
on Becky's pictures.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Now, if you look above the white light that looked like a mushroom in that same picture,
Mhm.
I see a freaking baby doll head. Well, eyes in its mouth, like with that surprised look on its face. That kind of freaks me out. So yeah,
Well,
I
I
mean,
saw that, but I didn't know what that was. I thought it was just kind of a good glare.
I'm hoping that's a glare on the glass. We'll go
You
with
talking
that.
about up here?
No, just no, go further down.
Oh, I
the
see
neck.
that face. That looks like a clown face or
Yeah,
something.
that's a clown face.
This thing right here?
Yes. Now go down to the neck, right there,
This area?
right there. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I was looking at the picture on the right now. Do you see this?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
There's the dot you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
there's,
there's,
over here, this. No, I think that's just her hairline. But up there, right above her glasses in the picture on the right on the screen, there's something.
Almost a grimace faced. I mean,
yeah.
I can see that now that you say that. It's just a weird. I don't know what to think of it.
there is again
Weird anomalies.
Yeah.
in that front foyer. I mean,
Uh-huh.
there was so much weird stuff that was going on through the night there. I mean, nothing major as far as evidence other than in the photographs. Of course, the piano player going off in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had a strange
The
energy.
place had never been investigated, though, right?
No.
it has.
So-
It has.
Yeah,
Oh, it has.
Not by our professional team.
Not to the-
by some new teams coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, Kathy's been
Kathy herself has
Yes.
investigated.
I thought
That's
they had.
before, she did like a long time ago and everything. But previous owners didn't want to have anything to do with it because they thought it would be bad for business.
Yeah.
But ultimately, they were bad for business.
Yes.
And now the
Yes.
new owners are doing pretty good now.
Funny how
so-
that works. isn't
I
it?
know it's funny.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's cool. That's a good catch.
That was
I don't know what that is, but that's peculiar.
those were
regardless. I
neat
mean,
pictures.
the next thing we have here is this also from Christie? The stairwell?
Mayor, yes.
Okay. So, or not Christie.
Christy.
Was it Christie? Oh, it was Christie. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I want to give credit to the proper people. So yeah, this is next one's from Christie also.
It's one of her 699.
Yeah.
Yeah. She took a ton, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, she was there early taking a lot of pictures too.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this is just a simple harmless stairwell. It's
Yes.
coming up here. You'll see it.
Just
With-
your everyday stairwell.
With a half a dozen or more antique mirrors.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, lining it, huh? Like
There we go.
one-
So nothing
Okay.
special. Well, nothing special to the naked eye.
It's a lot of
No.
mirrors, man.
Okay, so you look
Yeah.
at that staircase going up.
Yep.
That is a yes.
I don't know what that means, but all right.
That's a
Lost
yes.
That's
Norwich.
just a yes.
That's a stairway going up. Yep.
Yeah, and that's the
Really?
man, well, I'm trying to think of the
Wallpaper.
word. The landing. That's the landing, and then you
landing,
take a
yeah.
left,
For
and then you go directly up the next staircase.
Yep.
So that mirror is how high off the ground?
I'm guessing about 7 feet
Yeah.
each, give or take.
I couldn't
it'd
look
be
into
above
it if
my
I
head.
went up there.
Yes.
Yeah, but
I know, but I'm just saying, me being short
What
though,
about
but I
Jake?
still couldn't go up there.
He said I couldn't look in it either.
Not in the
He said-
aspect that you see
he said it'd be
ahead,
above
that
my
image.
head.
Right.
That image right there, you could not just stand there and
Yeah.
look into it.
Now, I'm going to put the next one up here.
Yes,
'cause
go ahead.
The side-by-side comparison because that way people can see what we're even. I mean, you can see the arrow on the picture, but this
Sorry, I
is
got my
what,
hand in your face.
This
No,
is
no, that's all right.
what the big reveal, the big get is going to be. Just a second here, you'll see it coming on the screen.
Dead air.
Says the floating head.
Because I got stuff to say. Oh, whoa. Maybe it's me. I don't know. I astro projected there. You can see a face in that clearly,
And it's looking down.
Oh yeah, like with a cloak on, right?
or it could be here. I don't know. It
Could be here.
Yeah.
But see, the thing
I see it
is,
as close.
you'd have to be that kind of close-up image. You'd have to be like almost standing right there looking in.
Right, you'd be
No.
right up on it.
This is. I didn't want to say anything until now because you know me. I I'm the Mr. Mouse in the piano here.
Right.
Just to the outside person who's never been to this place, you guys say the mirror is high up, right? Which I can see on the landing, yes. What about across where the staircase goes up to the left, to the top?
That's what I was
Can
just
somebody
thinking.
be standing up there?
Or another mirror
By
that's
the-
shaped kind of like that.
By the time you got up
One
to the
left
stairs, there wasn't
You
a
would be
way to
seeing-
stand.
You would be
across.
seeing the staircase too within that. The steps behind the person, all that stuff.
Well, but
What?
she's shot angled up.
Well, where is it?
What's the
Okay,
staircase?
okay.
No,
so,
even in the
wait,
mirror.
Wait,
Even
so
in the mirror, you'd
can
see some-
You
the
can see
stairs.
what I'm assuming is the exit sign.
That's an exit
right?
sign, yes.
Where's that exit sign on the other side? Is it up the stairway or is it down on the level where the picture was taken?
No, it's up on the stairway and back up
It's-
on the hallways.
It's up there on the
Yes.
second floor up there?
Yes.
Is where the exit sign's at?
However, so yes, and it could be, if you think about it, it could be a physical person up there on that landing looking over there.
But they'd have to be not to just only get their head, I would think.
Exactly. And the size of the head in the mirror
It's close.
tells me that somebody is
Up
at the
close.
mirror
Up
looking
close
into
at
the mirror.
Right.
So to be that large of a head,
Because if
it
you
would
just,
be so much smaller.
even if
they're
you're
on the
just
landing.
on the staircase and,
Thanks,
and,
Carl.
and your image gets caught in a mirror, you're going to see part of the staircase and everything surrounding you,
Yes.
not just.
Well, but not
The
from,
ceiling.
not from that angle, though.
But look how close that image is to the
She's
to the
shooting
mirror.
up, though.
Right.
Yeah,
I
she's
get
shooting
that.
up.
You only
But
see
see-
possibly.
But
a
do you
head,
see how
know.
close that image is to the mirror? I mean, it looks
It's
like the
closer than
It
somebody
looks
on
like the
landing,
mirror.
right?
Right.
This looks like they're staring right into the mirror, right there at it.
I mean, I can see that claim. I mean, I can see that, not claim, but that point of it.
That's
I guess we'll say.
that's what I'm saying. I mean, yeah, I think you take away that head, yeah, you're gonna see what the mirror is
I'm just.
initially
Yes.
seeing, which is
Yeah.
up there at the top where the exit sign is and
I'm
Well,
everything.
yeah,
curious
because you're
if
seeing
somebody
the
on that
top,
one-
what,
But-
2 or 3 feet of the wall up there.
Yeah, but for some reason you've got this image
Right.
that's popped up right in front of the mirror as if it stepped into the mirror and looking down at you.
Oh, what is that?
Leo,
Somebody put
Oh, yeah,
a
I just got
different.
That was Andy just sent me something.
that was like at the top of the staircase looking down.
Okay, this is more what I need to know because I mean,
Yeah.
without being there, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna pick it apart. I'll play both sides of it just because for that reason.
Now, one thing I will say about where that mirror is situated. So the room that's associated
Uh huh.
right at the top of the staircase and around the corner there, that is the bathroom where a past guest hung herself
Oh wow.
in the bathroom.
So
So
that's a documented deal. It really-
that is to be documented. Yes.
Somebody hung themselves in the bathroom up there?
Yes.
I did not.
You didn't know
I missed
that?
that. I missed that piece of information.
Dang, man.
Well, again, I asked for no information.
Right.
and
Me
then,
too. Me too.
And then
Was
towards
that in the public bathroom or that one room?
that the public bathroom.
Okay.
Well, actually, it's supposed to be in the room.
Okay.
But again, if you take the public bathroom and the way that other room the bathroom wraps around, that would be about where the shower is in the other bathroom.
Okay. So what's your thoughts on the image now?
Well,
given that
Well,
view?
It still doesn't
I
answer
kind of
my
agree with
question,
one of our guests that just said if it was from one of the guests there, you would think the image would be a little more defined than the cloudy, cloaked
Right.
face that it is.
True.
I agree with that. Even the exit sign has a little more detail to it.
Where? On the second picture?
Yeah,
Okay, the middle picture?
yeah, the middle picture.
Yeah, that's what Barbara's stating as well, which is, I mean, true. And again, you look at how many stairs are on that second
Yeah.
landing. So if that picture truly was from somebody above there on that rail,
It wouldn't be that
the
close.
head would not be, I'm
No, 'cause
guessing
they'd
by
have
that
to be
mirror,
looking down pretty good.
12, 13 inches tall.
You
Sorry.
just got to go back and debunk it.
Yeah,
No, I
yeah, that's what I
think
was
that
thinking.
the picture that Andy sent me helps a lot because now that I see the angle of the height of the mirrmirror is, and the picture on the right is the one second below the lights picture that's hanging.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking of, because on the top of the staircase, if you went to the right, I don't know what this place looks like. If you had a right, once you got to the
Guessing there's a
staircase,
landing
it'd be your
there.
left. I thought maybe if you were standing straight on, you might capture an image of somebody standing at the very top of it, not on the staircase, but on the railing.
Right,
Yes.
But now that I see this, I can tell the angle won't be there. But
Right.
I was looking at the. Yeah, I definitely gotta go back and recreate.
Yeah, for sure.
The picture looks like Annabelle, the not the real Raggedy Ann doll, but the Hollywood
doll.
version of it.
Yeah, the porcelain face.
Let me
and
pull
all
that up
that.
because that's funny.
See, to me, it looks like somebody with
sorry.
a cloak, like a hood, like a.
I can see that too, Jake.
Because that's what I was thinking. There was that right wall when we got to the top of the staircase for the third floor that nobody could, unless they were standing up to that mirror. I was thinking there's no way somebody was at the top of the stairs looking in.
Yeah. Angle wise, there's no way.
Yeah.
But again, it's a good picture. It's
Cool.
crazy.
I like
It's
it.
definitely something when we go back to
Yeah.
try to recreate and see.
Let's put this one up here, the best picture.
Yeah, we'll have to try to recreate it. I did take several pictures. I did not get anybody to
Because I'm
stand up
jealous
there.
now. We gotta go back. I gotta go with you.
What'd you say, Dan?
I
You did take several
I mean, I took several pictures to try to recreate it the next morning.
Oh, okay.
But again, I didn't have anybody standing up there to reference it.
That's what I was looking at. Just
Where was
the face.
Dana? She wasn't helping you?
Who?
Lena?
Yeah.
Dana.
Oh, Dana?
Yeah.
Oh, she was there.
No, I was looking at the face, the facial.
You know, that
Oh,
actually
you had
kind
to
of
put it
does
up
resemble that.
I'm not saying it is. Obviously, it doesn't, but
I can see it. I can
it's
see
just
it.
when I first looked at it and I looked at it close, I'm like, man, those eyes and stuff look like Annabelle. Well, the hair
That's
not
awesome.
so much if it had straighter hair, but no, it's a
Of
good.
course
It's a
your mind.
great
Of course
find,
your
I
mind
mean.
went that direction.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Why me? I just like to have fun, man. No, it's a great picture. That's why I like to take both sides of it. I always call it
Yeah.
obviously devil's advocate, because I'm not saying it's
No,
not paranormal. I want to answer all
No,
the
you gotta
questions.
debunk it if you can. If
Yeah.
you can debunk it, then
Yeah.
great. If not, then you're left with the
Right. Right.
positive there.
Yeah, no, it's cool as hell. I mean, I liked it. When I first saw it, when Dan sent it over, I'm like, oh shit.
Well, the one thing I can't debunk is a 40-pound refrigerator to be pulled away from the
Oh
wall.
yeah, he has the pictures of that, right?
Yeah.
What is it?
No, you
So-
have to
Oh,
wait
yeah.
for that. Wait for that.
Oh, sorry.
You gotta wait for that.
Yeah, wait for that.
Did you send me a picture, Jason? Were you supposed to send me a picture?
I did send you one.
You did?
Line
Where?
chat.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's lit up. Hang on.
I don't know if you guys remember.
Oh, I already had this.
Okay,
Okay,
I didn't know
sorry.
if you
I didn't know
did.
what you were referring to. Go ahead.
If you remember in the Buffalo room.
Yeah.
That Kathy had a that cam trail.
Yeah.
Trail cam or whatever you. Sorry, I'm speaking backwards.
What did you
The
say?
trail cam that was in there,
Mhm.
taking shots and everything like that. Do you remember curtains being in there? And if I'm sure that there were, but I'm not sure if they were.
Curtains.
Unless they were just. But anyway,
I don't think they were.
but there's nothing
think
blowing
they were.
around in there that was going to cause the if there were curtains in there to like blow and stuff like that. There's nothing like that going on in the rooms. The windows were not open or anything like that.
No, they had the fan was turned off. They did have
Yeah.
the fan in there because they had
But it's
a
not
water
going to
leak.
blow it
Well,
to the
they're
point
like-
where curtains are like blowing
No.
up and yeah. So yeah, I sent a picture to Leo
There's
because
no
Kathy.
No curtains.
Huh?
There's no curtains in this picture.
Okay, I didn't think so.
It's coming up here in just a
But I didn't know like even behind it or anything like that, and like when we were doing tours and stuff like that.
second. There's
Oh, okay.
There's no curtains.
There's just blinds.
Okay, so that's one.
Yeah.
But you got my other one, right?
I got both.
Okay.
I don't know if you wanted me to do
So
anything special.
Kathy
Which one?
doesn't know why the trail cam caught this picture. She's like totally baffled on it.
Well, there is almost a
There's something not
Right,
very
yes.
right.
Right?
in front
Well,
of
is that
the.
the IR light?
Right, but-
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
what
but
is
it-
that on the right?
But
What is this?
she had it in the windowsill facing outward. Why is it like turned
It's
and
like an
tilted
What's
up?
what's on the right?
Annabelle.
That looks like Annabelle again, actually.
That almost
Or
looked like
Raggedy
a
Ann.
ear and black
Okay.
hair.
On the very right edge
Yeah.
of the picture.
Right, yeah, right here.
Yeah,
It's Annabelle's face.
black-
Did you see that little eye?
It's an eye.
black shadow with the white.
Tell me,
in it.
Annabelle was there, dude. Get over it. I'm kidding.
And the camera wasn't pointed all up at the
Right.
corner
Okay.
of the room,
Right.
right?
Just like Jake said.
What type of? I don't have mine down here.
It wasn't. It was in the corner of the windowsill, facing outward toward us,
Oh,
all
it was
walking
in, it was in this window,
Yeah.
pointing out.
Yes. It was not pointing
Well, how
out.
did
There's.
it turned around, pointed at the window, and up towards the ceiling?
That is Kathy's question.
Wow.
Now, is
Why-
this the only one picture that was
No.
taken from this angle?
Another one. Coming
Oh,
up.
got
Well,
another one that he's got.
What's Why was she facing out the window? Is I'm asking.
No, it was in the window,
Oh,
facing in.
I thought you had
facing
it out the
So
window.
out into
somehow
the room.
it came out and turned itself all the way around and faced up towards the ceiling
Right.
to take this,
Yeah,
right?
it was just facing.
Theoretically?
It was facing out to catch anybody who's walking in or
Gotcha.
anything
Well,
like
how
that.
does that
What was it
happen?
sitting
I
on?
know. What's that?
What's
Just
it
the
sitting on?
windowsill.
Windowsill.
No,
Yeah,
I mean,
just
like
on the
a
windowsill.
tripod or
No, on the
No,
windowsill.
usually trail cams are square on the bottom.
Well, I have
so
a
they just
tripod
sit there.
that, like
No,
the one
it was
that
no
our
tri-
buddy
no tripod.
Jason Kupsik had, remember, with the little small tripod.
Oh,
remember?
yeah,
I have one
yeah.
of those. I know sometimes they've been.
Somebody-
This is why I'm asking.
Yeah, no tripod.
Okay.
He said that when they were in the room, someone picked up the
He
camera
said
and
that.
moved it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
this could be.
So this
Could've
could
been, could've
it
been,
could
okay.
definitely maybe
Could be.
this.
And-
And if somebody did pick it up, shame on you and stop
they-
fucking doing that.
Did they move it in like this direction, like turn it around, look at it, and set it back down?
This
or
is why you
something, or-
don't mess with shit when it's down. I
I don't know
hate
any
that
about it, so-
because
We don't know that it was that.
Yeah.
it's just keep your hands off
Probably-
of shit.
probably
That just
was,
bugs
right?
me because then you get questions like this.
Someone
you
just
know.
said they moved it.
Okay, thanks
So
for
that had to have
moving
been
it.
somebody in that group.
I don't
I
know.
would
Ah,
assume.
that
He was in there at
aggravates- okay,
11:23.
But
What's the other picture?
I'll show
okay,
you.
so
Let's see it. Because it may not be
hold,
that.
hold on.
It may not be.
Hold on, because nobody, when I was in there, picked it up. So next picture, I'm actually in it, and I know nobody touched it.
Okay.
Nobody was doing anything.
Okay. Well, then
So-
that's more. If we.
So
Oh, yeah.
Kathy asked, "What the hell is over your head, Jason?"
This lampshade? Or this little
There-
thing
there's,
with
no,
the tail?
there's no lampshade or anything there.
So that whole white thing.
Yeah, there's like a
There's-
white thing.
That's
in
why you're
shadow.
asking about curtains.
Yes.
So in this room,
Because,
so where he's standing, right there to his right, is a dresser with a mirror.
Yep.
I have, and unfortunately I did that in that room just for this purpose. I put my the field the EMF
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Booster?
your
EMF pump. Mhm.
the pump in there.
Yeah.
It was sitting on the dresser, basically standing or sitting right where he's at.
Okay.
So you have this white mass above your head plus the
And
black shadow.
Yeah.
Um,
And there's nothing there because I'm over there by the dresser, messing with something on the dresser. I
Yeah.
believe.
I wasn't there to cause shots.
well, you're probably
above me.
touching the AM pump maybe, but there's a photograph right there on the dresser, and there's water dripping underneath there from the radiator. They had that issue. And there's a painting of a buffalo, the reason,
Right.
aka Buffalo Room, on the wall.
But none of that has anything to do with that.
There's not
No,
kind of
no, yeah, I'm just
knowledge of
putting-
robe or
No.
anything like that.
The camera was literally in the windowsill, and
So-
my group and
So would
was
this
not
be?
touching it.
Would this be about where the camera was normally pointed then from the window?
Yeah.
Yeah, facing the doorway, which is
Yeah.
right in front of where
Okay,
Jason's
because
standing.
he said the timestamp would have been about right for the other one, for
This
his
is- I
group,
guess so.
for his group to be in there.
I
This
But
is at
then
10,
this
11.
one was different. The other one was at 11 something.
11:30.
So
Yeah.
they're at about an hour apart.
Just curious. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the shadow I can see. Once again, devil's advocate. Whatever that white thing's blocking, I can see the shadow being just the IR
thing
light
is, there's
reflecting
nothing-
off of it. Well,
There's
something's there,
noth-
but
I
what
know,
is that?
but-
Yeah.
Yeah, in that
What is
corner,
that?
it's absolute because they replaced the floor in that room, so there's nothing in that corner.
Was
There, hmm?
oh, I'm sorry. I should.
Yeah, the only thing in that room is that dresser and that mirror.
Yeah.
Was how
That's
many
it.
people were with you in that room at the time?
There was right there at that point 4 or 5.
Could
They
it
all
be,
would
could
have
it
been
be
what,
some
to your
clothing
right?
of a guest maybe standing in front of the camera?
They were all in an adjacent room where the bed is. Where I'm standing is just where the dresser and the camera and stuff is. There's another section of the room where there's actual bed and chair and all that.
Yeah.
Where they
Yeah.
could sit, and they were all over there sitting.
I was just curious. I mean, sometimes people walk in front of cameras.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
remember anybody over there by it or
Mhm.
even wearing loose clothes like that.
See, I thought it looked like a shirt sleeve and arm too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
When somebody
We're just
commented.
on his out.
Oh, no, I know.
No,
What I'm
yeah.
saying is,
Yeah.
there is nobody that was
Yeah.
over there standing, hovering over that camera while
Right, they
I'm
had
standing
to-
over there
They had to
messing
have
with
been
that.
right on it too,
Yeah.
like right on it.
Right. I don't know the size of that room. Looks very well. From this picture, it looks tiny, but is it bigger than I think it is?
Yeah.
The room that is.
And now that I'm thinking,
I mean, it's not huge, by any
Right,
means.
I was
None of the
curious.
rooms are like huge.
no.
So-
Go ahead, Andy. What were you saying? Sorry.
Now that I'm thinking, Chris and I's group, we only had like started out with 6 people,
Yeah.
and then like during the first rotation, 2 people came from upstairs and joined our team. When we were the last group upstairs, and we had been in the Buffalo room, and most of us were in the bedroom portion of that room.
Uh huh.
Before the portal kept telling us to go to room 7 with the
Oh, right.
horseshoe.
Mm-hmm.
And I know some of the people stayed back in the Buffalo room, so I wonder if that point, when most of us were in room 7,
Mm-hmm.
if somebody may have picked up the trail cam and started
Mhm.
moving it at that point.
Shame on him.
Right?
I have no idea.
That's just stupid.
That's
if
just
you're
my
messing with
thought
stuff.
after I started thinking
It's a
about it.
freaking camera. Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
We debunked the one, but this one is still weird.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Yeah, there's nobody behind me, like over by the camera, because I was walking through because we had people over there, over by the bed and the chair, and then I came around and was doing something because I think one of your machines was going off, and I was like trying to turn it off, and because it was making a loud noise,
Yeah.
squeaking and squealing and all that, and I was like,
Squeaking and squealing.
I was like, turn it off, turn it off.
Was it the coffin?
No, it was the other thing.
No. The
But
coffin.
yeah,
Coffin
so
did well.
I don't know. She just sent that to me and said that is
Sure.
weird. After she went through
Right.
all the photos that she saw, she's like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to make of it.
There's
Yeah.
a few more, Leo, if you want.
Because I mean, she had other photos, I guess, because we were all in there moving around and stuff. So, you know, you have that.
It is crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
Just from the hotel.
yeah.
Josephine still? Okay. Let me get these downloaded real quick. Like, take about a second.
It gives you the view of where we had the issues with the laundry.
Okay. Let's get those up here, maybe.
So the Buffalo room, did you guys have anything tremendously active in there?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
What
it's-
is, what is supposed to be active?
So
in there?
okay, so we were told by the owners
Proprietors.
that there's a Native American that's in there that stays in the closet. Don't know
Rose?
why there's somebody
Well,
in the
why
closet.
there
Why
would
the closet? I don't know.
So is the closet.
And I don't know what else.
But basically, the Native American, he's restless. He's upset about, and truthfully, we are 8 miles away from the reservation.
Yeah,
So there was a lot of,
Our
issues there.
group-
but we tried and tried and tried to do anything and get some kind of activity in there. Nothing.
But we got nothing in there.
At
Yeah.
one point, Chris and I's group, we ended up hearing drums, like Native American type drums. At one point, that like 3 people heard it at the same time.
Was
Huh.
anybody playing the drums like from their phone to like
Uh-huh.
get something to act?
No, and at one point we thought it maybe would like Peyton had a speaker in her hand that I had brought from downstairs, and we debunked that, and so we were pretty sure it was drums, but
Interesting.
Yeah, and they say the
I didn't
bed
hear
shakes in that room as well. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we had people sit on the bed. We didn't feel anything
It's
there.
not going to happen every time.
No,
it's not
exactly.
going to happen with us doing that. That was people actually sleeping in the room
Yeah.
and going to bed and trying to sleep, and then the bed would
Vibrating?
like start vibrating and stuff.
What's-
It happened to the owner.
Oh, really?
She, I mean, she was totally against the idea or like not believing it until it actually happened, and then she's like, "Okay, that actually happens." So
What's the story with the Indians you were talking about? What reservations by there?
The Potawatomi Reservation
Oh,
is just
okay.
like 7 miles south of town.
Okay.
And then it runs east and west, of course, and then probably 12
And
miles deep.
I guess
south.
they're just assuming that he's angry or upset about something. I don't know. We really have no idea.
We haven't done any investigation on that side
Sure.
to find out,
And I
the
don't think
history.
anybody has. They're just assuming that
Yes.
he's angry and
Yeah.
is in the room for some reason.
I see.
So as far as that room, I mean,
Messes with people, that kind of stuff.
I might sleep in that room next time and see what happens. But I have my on another one.
Well, I
So
can't
we'll
wait
see.
to
We'll see
hear
if
your
it's
story
as
of your
crazy as
bedroom.
what happened in the room you did
We
sleep
get to
in
it.
this
I
time.
know, I know.
We
Yeah.
got pictures for days. We haven't even touched it, which is fine. We can take all night. I don't care.
Oh yeah.
Dan sent me some of these. What's the significant about these pictures, Dan?
Okay, so we were talking earlier about the situation in the laundry room where every time we take pictures, I mean, everything was blinded out or whited out. Or,
Oh, gotcha.
So again, this is the room. This is so this is the laundry room, and if you looking out of the laundry room door, you look at the staircase that goes upstairs.
Okay, I see it.
So and that's it. It's a pretty rough area, but the lights are crazily bright right now. But again, they were flickering the whole time we were in there, and it's just crazy.
Yeah. Let me get some other stuff here. I'm just
Is that a
trying-
fridge,
Is that a fridge?
Dan?
This thing, the white thing with the writing on it?
No, I believe
Or is that a file cabinet?
it's a dryer.
Excuse me.
Dryer,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Weird. I thought
Yeah,
it was
one
a
of the big
fridge, too.
stand-up industrial dryers.
Yes.
So, there's a couple of pictures. I'm trying to get up here. Sorry.
Oh yeah, they're all like washed out.
Yeah.
And
And-
all the pictures, and like, what's the black streaks up there towards the top?
Well, those are pipes,
Are they pipes? 'Cause
Yeah.
they just kind of fade in and out.
Yeah.
and it's crazy because, like
all
I
that
say,
washout in the background.
you see the washout in the lights, and they
But
seem
there's-
to be extremely
there's-
bright.
There's color between the lights and the washout, though.
Right.
You know, like if it was coming from that light up there, it should be washed out from the light all the way down to the end of it.
Well, the lights were nowhere near that bright. I mean, nowhere near
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
and
because
they
that
were
looks
fading
like
in
super
and out.
bright LED type stuff.
Yeah, and they're not. They're the old fluorescent style.
Okay, sorry, I was having trouble with. I thought something weird happened, but no. Okay, so there's more coming. So they're just showing the white, the bright light. So that's not because the light's on or something, or what's?
No, because
Okay.
again, I mean, they're standard, fluorescent style, 4-foot bulbs. They're not that bright. The room is not that bright. I mean, there's a lot of them in there, but it's and again, they were, like if you go into your garage in the middle of winter, you turn your fluorescents on and they're like doing
yeah,
that.
kind of
And-
kick on.
We walk into the room and that's what happens, and it just feels so heavy in there. But again, the K2 was quiet. It wasn't doing much of anything. I ran the K2 on the walls, trying to run the power to see if there's just surges in there, but we couldn't find anything.
Weird.
But the lights were crazy, and then every picture that you take, or if you try to take a video, it was all washed out.
That's crazy looking. I just assumed the lighting was like bright. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
this
no.
is the effect you're talking about. Interesting.
No, I mean it's just standard old fluorescent bulbs.
Very bizarre. You guys just say something?
Nope.
Dude, this one just whispered. That was weird.
What'd I say to you, Leo?
I didn't hear. I was looking at something and I just heard a whisper and I'm like, I thought that's why you guys were talking.
Nope.
Dan was the last name that said something. Craziness. There's more. There did it again. Okay.
Well, it went a good half of the show before anything weird started happening in the
Nah,
studio.
no.
I was
So,
gonna say it wouldn't be the show without this stuff happening.
right.
So let's go and see what else we got here. I know we have quite a few pictures.
Yeah.
We haven't got to your guys' vacations yet.
No, it's
Oh, no.
okay.
Well, we got
Next
week.
time. Next time.
Yeah, we had content for more shows. Oh, hang on. Yeah, just keep quick out of it. I was going to see where I want to go next with these pictures because I'm just a bystander in all this. I wasn't there, so.
Yeah. What you got? I
What's-
can't remember what I sent you.
This is. Really? Wouldn't let me open it. What's going on in this picture, Andy? I think Andy sent this one, posted this one. Is he doing something special about this? We'll see in a minute. This is when I made the comment on.
Okay.
Just me being stupid. I go, who's this cutie pie?
Cutie pie.
Is anything going on in that picture, or is it just?
Oh, look at him.
I'll never forget Chris laughing because he was standing next to me when he saw your comment.
Haven't seen Chris forever. Gotta make.
Yeah.
Gotta make some.
I know. He
He
actually
Who's that
shows.
guy?
He exists.
Man.
Was he just doing a recording or something, or?
No, we just got there. We were just
Oh,
setting
okay.
up and everything. I
didn't
believe.
know.
He's doing the right thing and turning the recorder on
Because
right
I
away.
got a picture of
Chris.
I got a picture of that
Good
too.
on you.
Yeah. I got a
See?
picture of him doing
It
that.
says it. Aside from me.
That's funny.
Okay, and then this is just a picture India posted also too. I'm just grabbing pictures that they posted that night and stuff.
That's in the main lobby right there. Where our banner is the fireplace in the main lobby.
And that's where I was sitting earlier.
Oh, that's the same type. So those are those glass doors with the she was shooting.
Those glass doors to behind the couch.
Okay.
Yeah, behind the couch.
That's where I was sitting though. Yeah, those.
Those,
Okay.
yeah. See that?
Is that the no,
That's the piano right
to the
there
left,
on
right?
the left.
Okay, I see
Yeah.
it now.
Okay.
I just noticed
It's
that too.
amazing.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Looks heavy.
Yeah, they said that since it's there, it took like an entire team of, I think they said was it the football team or something like that? They brought it in,
Here's a picture of
and
it.
they weren't. They're not going to move it anywhere else because
Yeah,
it's so
so heavy.
damn heavy.
I'll put that picture. You had, ironic enough, I sent a picture of this, Jason. Of the piano.
Yeah.
So you can see how heavy that
Nice.
bounce. Yeah, that thing ain't moving.
Yeah.
And being how old it is, I wouldn't want to move it.
No.
It's good right where it is.
Yeah, that's pretty cool looking actually. It's big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a great piece. Like when you walk in, come up
Yeah.
the stairs, because
Oh yeah,
from
it
outdoors
definitely
you have
catches
to.
your eye right
yeah,
away.
It's-
Yeah.
I
it's
catch 'em.
amazing.
Is
So you got
there
a neat ruggets on.
Yeah.
big old lion's legs on there?
So did this thing you said did it trigger? Any you heard
They
it?
heard
Yeah, I
it.
heard it.
Dinged
Okay.
a couple times.
That's pretty cool looking. I'm just curious. Yeah, that's something I would always try to.
Yeah.
If I saw, it, I would have done the same thing. Play that piano if you're here. Whatever, move that doll. Like I said, that's my go-tos because I love.
I would love for a doll.
And it was
I
like
want a doll
one-
just to be standing in the middle of a room and just be looking at us.
Like
That's all I
originally,
want.
actually, Annabelle, where it was standing by itself, the Raggedy Ann doll, and when those girls came home.
That's
That's
what I
what I want to
imagine.
happen.
That's what I want to see too.
Me too. And every time I get
What are
somebody,
you gonna do when it does happen?
Run
Right
up
away.
and boot it just like a kicker, right out the
The
window.
old 3-step taunt.
no, you don't touch the haunted object. Just we just tap this
I
conversation.
know.
Not even with your foot.
I mean, as much as I want to, but no, you
kick it.
don't. No, I would love for something like that to happen.
I think that's a whole table consensus of booting.
I would boot
No,
that
honestly,
sucker
if I
out.
did see the doll doing that, I would probably just like sit down on the ground, try to have a conversation with it.
Till it latches
you
on
got-
your
you got it at
face
that
like
point.
alien
Yeah.
style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna wish I would have punted it right out.
Yeah.
And then bad shit happens to Jason.
I'd check
No,
it out.
because Annabelle, the actual doll in the real story, it actually did attack and the
Yeah.
boyfriend and like was clawing him up and stuff like that.
That's why you don't touch it.
Well, he
Well, I
didn't
don't think he
touch
touched it.
He had just
I think it touched him.
yeah.
I mean, we're
Oh
going
my
downhill
God.
now.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Wow.
You got the pictures ready?
I don't know what else to put up there. Did you send me more pictures or what do you have?
Well, we could get to what happened in Dan's room.
Oh yeah, that's with that route.
We got to
Okay.
get to that.
So go ahead and set this up. So is there any more activity things that night that happened before we jump into Dan's?
I know
Well,
that
yes.
my group was the last one in.
We learned that he
And
was in Dan's room last.
So I was the one that was probably the jerk
Rattling
in
around.
there, kind of rattling up. and-
Kicking dolls.
You can blame it
I wasn't kicking dolls.
Fucking
Jason.
dolls.
But but I was trying to get him to like stop, not working when I was like trying to film. But the moment I'd take my phone down and be like, okay, dude, because I figured out it was a dude in there. That was
Yeah.
what was his name?
In my room?
Yeah.
Don't know yet.
Oh dang it. Okay, I had a name. I had a name that I was working with.
Wasn't Eddie, was it?
No.
Okay.
So anyway, I was talking to this gentleman, and every time I tried to film, he would just stop. So I'd take my phone down, and I was just like, okay, listen, you were just talking to me. Are you still with me? Turn that flashlight on, and boom, come back on. I'm like, okay, so you're still here. Turn it off, and it would turn off. I'm like, okay, so are you ready to talk to me? Turn on right now if you're ready to talk to me. And boom,
Oh.
it would come on. So
Adam.
Huh?
Adam.
Adam. And so I was interacting like crazy, and every time I would go, I'd catch it for a little bit on my phone, and then either my phone would stop or he'd stop every time. But I was getting kind of like, I was just having fun talking to him. I wasn't like, screaming at him or anything like
Just
that.
frustrated with his actions, but
I was
not.
just well frustrated, but yet just being,
Yeah.
talking as if we were buddies. Like, look, dude, we were just doing this. Come on now, come on.
Yeah.
Talk to me. So that's all I was doing in there. I didn't know it was gonna have a lot of fun with you.
Yeah,
So,
it did. It did.
And Stacy and I were right next door into their room, and I'm surprised we didn't hear nothing other than some knock. Probably right after that on our door.
Like repeatedly for like 2 minutes or so.
3.5.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Give me some credit.
I'm sorry. I didn't think it'd go that direction. I'm sorry.
You gotta watch what you say now.
Right?
Right.
Becky had a question for us. She said, "Did anyone have? I can't talk. Did anyone interact with the light that kept flashing in the hallway by the dining room? It was
No.
responding to intelligent questions that she was asking. You know what she was talking about? What she was
Yes.
Is that like a light fixture on the wall or something?
No. Okay, so in the hallway, that's the hallway to the dining room, which is right beside the room. Okay, so you're going to take the grand piano or the piano,
Mm-hmm.
go outside that door, take a left. That's the dining hallway.
Okay.
And then on the other side of that's where Lino was.
Oh, cool.
So, and David was sitting right out there in a
Gotcha.
chair doing his thing. Every time we walk through the hallway, of course, that hallway, the staircase goes up.
Yep.
You go this way. You go under the staircase to go to the basement, or you go to the dining room. There was so much something going on there. Again, when you seen the pictures of her standing behind Becky behind the glass
Yeah.
is right there. There was so much of something going on there. There's what I would call orbs.
Sure.
I don't know, what they were, because we were going in and out of the basement. People were going into the dining room, having drinks, getting ice water. There's a butler pantry right there where you get your water. It's just weird, but yeah, I did not. There's some very old pictures in that hallway that probably have a little bit of energy.
Okay.
So I would like to do something standalone in there sometime to find out. But again, that's where I smelt most of my cigar
I
smoke.
was going to ask that question. That's crazy. I was going to say, what's the? Because somebody else had mentioned earlier on the chat about the cigar smoke. Is there a significance to it? As far
No, well, I'm going to go with one of the original owner builder. He was a gambler.
Oh, okay.
They did some illegal activities in this place.
Cool.
Some of it's documented, most of it's not. But there is some gambling and stuff that went on in there, and some of the shootings.
Was there
were,
ever a speakeasy in there during like Prohibition?
No, I try to go with that avenue because again, we had in the doll room, the one thing that we smelled profusely down there again was cigar smoke and alcohol.
Well, I smell alcohol too, but my group had alcohol in their hands.
Yeah.
So,
I figured.
Yeah, we only had one person drinking beer, and it wasn't a beer drink. It was a
Whiskey?
corn sour mash kind of smell. So, again, there's water right there. Maybe
Sure,
they were making alcohol at
And
one
you're in a
time.
basement.
Yeah.
Is it, dusty maybe possible?
Well, and there's what I would state would probably at one time been their ballroom kind of sort of down there, because outside of that room is just a very long hallway, but it's about, we'd say 25 feet wide
yeah.
and maybe 60 feet long.
Hmm.
Just a huge room. It's just full of junk right now. But
Really?
you can look at the walls. You can see that there's been some really expensive wallpaper at one time.
Like that was a fancy room at one time?
Yeah, 3 or 4 of the rooms down there in the basement had wallpaper that,
Well, it was part of the kitchen and all that
Yeah.
stuff. They had it, well cleaned up and
yeah,
well put together down there at one point.
Wow.
a couple rooms in there down in the basement freaked me out because they saw some of the antique furnitures.
That's
They're full size and twin size brass beds and
Oh, yeah.
and some rocking chairs and freaking little tiny children's chairs, feeders. Oh no, yeah, creepy stuff.
Like
Yeah.
little old high chairs? and
Little high
stuff?
chairs,
Yeah.
little
I
old high
want
chairs.
to start rocking.
I know we tried to get them to move, they wouldn't move.
Same
Wouldn't
here.
do
I'd
it.
love for that to happen. Rhea said she didn't smell anything down there, which is interesting. So maybe it was following you guys around. Because did you have some of the people who was in your group? Did you have Christy? You said in
We
your
had
group?
Christy.
I think she smelled it earlier, or somebody else did.
I think
Or it was
Becky.
Becky that said that. I can't remember who said it earlier in the chat. This is like early on. Go ahead. I'll try.
And then I know Christy smelled some of it at one time. She commented, especially when we were on the second floor. Was it in Becky's room? We were doing a ghost box session, and we caught some smells in there. And then
Sorry.
the Jesse James room, we had some real big issues. The room itself, the main part of that room, we didn't have anything happen. The couple of ladies that were standing there, they had their food over. They don't touch your food, which we understand we didn't. But in their bedroom area, there's 2 rooms, and their bedrooms are and Dana had some issues in there. I did, and then a couple of the guests that was in our group. There's one spot in that room that was probably 15 degrees cooler than the rest of it, and then all of a sudden it just got hot. So it was kind of weird, yeah.
That was in the Jesse James.
Jesse
room?
James room, yeah.
So was there any activity? I mean, like, other than?
Don't know.
I'm just curious.
Again, yeah, I got a little flyer that they talk about some of the history that they found about the place, and I've read on it, but it doesn't have associated rooms versus what happened.
I was gonna say, is the rooms like indigenous or not indigenous? Is it pertaining to who stayed
No.
there or? Okay.
Yes, who stayed in the building itself? They don't know which exact room because they don't have any ledgers to figure that out.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. That'd be cool. to see
Yeah.
if that's really something he stayed in.
Yeah, I told him to work on that, and hopefully we can find out eventually because I'd like to find out which room Carrie was in.
Yeah.
And Charles, you know, he was a VP, vice president.
I think he was vice president. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the Native American vice president.
Yeah, vice president.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
And he stayed there a few times.
Okay.
So now his room was pretty active. We had a lot of. Oh yeah, that was Becky's room. Okay, so we had activity on the spirit box or the ghost box. Land of the free. Our country, 'tis of thee, came through. It's weird.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Huh.
See the shining sea stuff. I mean, it's crazy stuff. But it was neat. It was neat.
Christy, Tina, Tabitha, and Deanne did that episode with Tabitha where they walked into their room and she started sweating real bad, like she had just finished her hardcore workout. She pulled her shirt up and we could see the sweat going down the torso. That was the Charles Curtis room.
Okay, the Curtis room. Yeah. Yeah, we had a lot of stuff happening there. I mean,
Interesting.
we was in there for 25 minutes doing, ghost sessions, ghost box.
Nice.
But
Getting some responses.
oh yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very cool. So we'll go into Dan's story here in just a second. So was the activity consistent, the same for everybody, or was it different? I mean, depending on the group you were in.
I think it was just the group you were in.
I was just
Yeah.
curious.
Yeah.
Because you guys had each little bits and pieces of activity, but
Bits
none
and
of them-
pieces.
None of them
Yeah.
were the same. I mean, from what I can gather so far, and it's like
Yeah.
depending on what group you were in is what was happening. So do you think it was because of the hotel itself, or do you think it was because of the people that were in there?
I mean, I always think it's due to like the people that are in the room
The
and
energies of the group. Sure.
energy of the group, how much they're interested, if they're even paying attention, if they're doing anything. Because that always like puts a negative, like if my group is not paying attention or doing much, or like half my group was like wanting to just go off into the hallway and just sit down. And, I'm like, it just kind of like wipes me out because I'm like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
What are we doing? If you're not going to be paying attention, if you're not wanting to do this for real,
Right.
what are we doing here? You're not willing to participate and do it, then it aggravates me. So my attitude changes and
Sure.
I don't pay attention as much
Gotcha.
because I'm too busy being aggravated
Yeah.
and worried about where my group is and stuff like
Right.
that. But yeah, I think I don't know, because Dan and Chris and Andy, they're like more in having fun, looking for stuff, and
Right.
and
Yeah, I get you.
things are happening.
And back to the activity.
I was just curious. So was there any definite claims to the place that anybody experienced? I mean, as far as every time we were here, this person walks through, so somebody saw that person kind of a thing, or is it just?
Well, I mean, of
Jason
course, the 2 rooms on the first floor, everybody had activity. All 3 teams did. I mean, my room, you had flashlight activity.
Yeah.
Right.
This team here had flashlight activity, and they had the paranormal puck activity in there.
Yeah, Chris always has his book.
So
Yeah.
they had, and then of course I had my personal experience in the room at 3 a.m. But we did have some flashlight activity in there. We did have a spirit box activity in there. The room across the hall, we actually spoke with a female and her husband, and everybody had activity in that room. I can't pronounce that name, but I won't even try. I was in the J.J. Bennett room. And so we did have activity in there. There's another room down at the end of the hallway. I believe everybody had activity. The door was closed for us to go in.
Mm-hmm.
However, we heard people moving around in there. We heard the door shaking. There was nobody in there. They were on your team. But it was open when you guys were on the first floor, and you guys were able to go into it.
Yeah.
All the way to the far end, to the left. So, but, and I don't know, it might have been closed when you guys were down there. So, and then of course the room number 2, and I can't remember the name of it, right there at the very top of the stairs where the girl hung herself.
Right.
Anybody have any interaction with that?
Well, yes, we did. In the bathroom. We did not in the room itself. In the bathroom, we had it's very heavy feeling.
Is that where she did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we had a pretty large group. We had a couple people off another team that coasted in there. So the room was full, so we couldn't do a lot of investigating in there. There was 4 or 5 women that stayed in there and did some things, and then we'd switch out and some more went in there. But that room was interesting. It's the access actually to the attic, which we found out, which we never made it up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christy mentioned that one of the ladies in their group or your group got really bad vertigo in the basement.
Yes.
Is there
And-
any cause to that, or reason why you think?
Again, and I'm going to put it. It was in the same room. It's in the doll room, the well room. I'm going to go with well because
Sure, same room.
it's where the well is. We were doing a ghost box session in there. We weren't getting much through that. We'd hear some voices. I heard voices above the ghost box, actually in the room. We had the light balls on the floor going off. We had REM pod and K2 going off, and of course we had I brought the coffin, the music box.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we had it, we had it going off on the second floor a lot too, but it just continuously went off. No one was around it. It just kept going off. So, but the room, several people did mention, what the hell was that?
Is that you talking, Leo?
I said, excuse me, sorry, I burped.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I didn't mean to burp.
All right.
Sorry.
No, there were several people had a heavy feeling in the room and vertigo feeling, and they did leave the room and go back upstairs. They didn't stay to finish that session down there. But I don't think there was anything other in the room other than it being super heavy. It was heavy, but not, oh my God, nasty heavy. But the cigar smells and the alcohol smell, and that could be the fermented alcohol smell may have gotten to her too. So.
I know down in the basement we did have, when we were doing dowsing rods,
Right.
the lady that I had put the doll up against her leg and she was doing it, her name was Mary.
Okay.
And everything, and I asked the question, I was like, is there a connection in here? Are you connected to somebody in here, or any kind of connection? And the dowsing rod went toward her and pointed at another person.
Wow.
And that other person that it pointed to, her name was Mary as well. And I had the portal going at the same time, and it said connection. It was weird.
Huh.
Interesting.
It was weird
Yeah.
that it actually did that all at the same time.
That is cool.
But the only name that it ever spit out, when I asked, "Can you name somebody in the room?"
Right.
and it actually said Bree's name.
Yeah, she just mentioned that.
It did.
The
It
name
actually
did get
did.
called out very clearly out of the
It was
portal in the basement.
right, almost right off the bat. I said, "Can you name somebody in the room?" It named her.
Huh. Interesting.
That is cool.
And it was loud and clear too. It wasn't like, what was that? No, everybody heard that.
Chris said he had a lady in his group that had some issues going on with her left side. She ended up sitting on the floor for a while.
In the basement?
That's not good.
He didn't say where. And then
Come on,
Christy
Chris.
said mid backaches.
Oh yeah, Chrissy did have backaches down there. And again, the room it made you feel different.
Sure.
But I mean, you kind of felt different in that room too, right? Maybe a little bit.
I always feel different everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Down in the basement, I mean,
In the well room.
I don't know. I think I was just concentrating too much
okay.
on, like, what's the big story about the dolls. I was too
Right.
busy
Yeah.
concentrating on.
Trying to concentrate.
I
on
was
those.
just like, what's the story on these dolls here? Are they gonna jump out? Are they scratching? Supposedly they're scratching people. They're doing stuff.
That's cool.
All that stuff. But where's the photograph? I want to see this. Where's the
Yeah.
scratches? You
Right.
claiming that this is
Right,
happening,
right.
and it supposedly it happened that night.
Oh, really? To one
Oh,
of the
that
guests?
night?
I
Really?
told you on the way here.
Oh yeah, you did. being
Supposedly it
surprised.
happened to one of the people that worked there, and
Oh.
I'm like, if it was such a big deal, I wanted to see that.
Right, right.
Why wasn't that brought out to any of our attention, especially when we took a break and we wanted to talk about stuff and we're leading the groups and stuff like that? Why wasn't that brought up to us?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll tell you about it after the
No, you're
podcast.
fine.
But just stuff like that. I'm like, are you really pushing it on the stories of the dolls?
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, come on
Right.
now.
it's hard. Well, it's not hard. I shouldn't say that. To
Doing this for as long as we have, I've never seen a doll actually attack anybody. But in that instant, that night, it just happened to happen to that one person.
were they in the ghost hunting,
No.
or they just happened to be there? at the
Staff.
time? Well, yeah. I mean, but if they were partaking, they happened to be off that night. And,
Most of the staff was
There.
behind the front desk or just sitting around most of the
so,
night.
at what point did this person get scratched?
Went down because they were upset that the dolls were moved
Why?
and they wanted them back in the chair.
Oh. So
I don't know.
Lashed out, maybe allegedly because of being moved. I'm just
Why,
trying to
why
figure
didn't
out.
they lash out on me or anybody else when I moved them initially?
Hmm. I don't know.
It's called experimenting, that's why I
Right.
moved them. I wanted to experiment. I wanted to see if they were going to do anything. So, I don't know.
Becky said the well room in the basement made you feel naughty.
There,
While
yeah,
I'll tell you.
you were in that room.
there is a little bit of naughty talk. Yes. But yeah, it did have some undertones to it.
Do you have pictures of your room?
Yeah, I have it. Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get
We
to
got that
Dan's
far
room.
yet? Don't
I know.
push it.
It's 8:34.
You're busy kicking dolls over here. And
I wasn't kicking
pissing people
dolls.
off, so-
I wasn't kicking dolls. I was just...
you want to.
It was just the fact that I just, when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
where's the
Right,
proof
right.
of this?
Right.
Bring it up to all of our attention, especially, the people running the night's event.
Right.
Bring it to our attention and show us what
you
happened.
think that'd be the
Right.
first thing they
Don't-
would have done is come
Don't,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
just claim it and then just because you want to keep it the aura of the doll room.
Sure. Nope, I understand that.
Yeah, like Rhea stated, they moved it as well in their rounds,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's what happened. So,
Yeah.
Hmm.
I should have just carried the doll around. That's what I should have done.
Put them on your back.
Yeah.
Well, the crazy one.
Just-
So Dan's room,
Yeah, it's
middle of the
not
night.
Oh,
Alright.
I should have
Yes.
put the dolls in your room. Had I known that was
Really?
your room.
bad. Yeah.
One thing Bree did point out, she said when Chris and I were upstairs before the investigation began, the puck said scratch.
Right.
So we told Kathy it may happen.
Huh.
I don't know.
Well,
You never know.
Either way, that person did not come forward
Right,
with
right.
and show the evidence of anything.
Oh, just in general. Okay.
Yeah. So,
it was afterwards.
Yeah, I want a picture.
yeah, I want to see it when it happened. Did the scratch go away immediately, or where was it? you know?
Right.
Supposedly you got attacked by the doll.
Sure.
I want to see the evidence of it.
Gotcha.
I'm not gonna just
A dog
take
attacked me, it's going in the well. Just saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
You're gonna do a Palpatine
Just
and just
see if
throw
it
it
comes
up and
back.
down the.
I would never.
Yes.
To see if it
Never,
comes
ever.
back from the bottom of the well.
I would be like, why the hell did you do that for?
Oh shit! If that climbed right out of
Oh,
the well,
man.
Oh,
then I would be like,
All right.
I'll listen to you now.
I'm gone.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll have to tell you something afterwards too.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Dan. So
All
after all the night's events, you had something happen in your room.
Yeah. We,
Room again? One more?
JJ Bennett.
Okay.
So we did our good nights to everybody,
Mhm.
cleared the hotel. We did a couple things, checked some halls, got some pictures, said good night to Lena and Dave. Which Lena, poor gal, she was there till almost 3 o'clock doing readings.
Man.
So it does that.
She's
Yeah.
booked. Yeah.
So we head back to our room, we get comfortable, get everything lined up, get in bed. And it's probably 1:45, 2 o'clock when we get in bed. And so we start dozing off, and we doze off about 2:30, I'm guessing. And all of a sudden, we hear this crash and bang.
Mm-hmm.
And about 3 o'clock, and we both sit straight up on the bed, and she's like, "What was that?" I don't freaking know. I'm asleep
Right.
too. So I get up and I turn the light on in the room, and sure enough, right in the middle of the floor, we'd taken our towels and bath soaps and stuff that were sitting on the edge of the bed, and we put them over there in front of the refrigerator.
Right.
And
Stop there just a second. That first picture.
oh yeah, okay.
So go ahead.
So I turn the light on, and there's towels and there's soaps and everything sprung across the floor. So
Go ahead.
yeah, if you look right there in the picture, so there's your refrigerator. I have what is that?
Microwave.
Microwave. There's
There's
a
a mini
safe.
fridge.
the meter right there.
Oh,
to
yeah.
next to the towels. I can't remember the name of it. But and then
Trifle meter.
the tri-field, yes, I had over there.
John Bother Schmidt.
That's what's laying on top of the towels.
I'm not to the
Right here.
to the left
Oh,
of
to
the
the left
towels.
of by the microwave.
Yeah, on top of the
Right
towels
here.
is all our little soaps and stuff like that. So it's just
Okay.
sitting on there. They're not hanging over the edge of the table. They're sitting on the table. It's perfect. And
Yeah.
so that's the picture. And then what we wake up to is, we hear a crash and a bang, and we get up and I look
It was
around.
loud and everything. in the
Oh, it
room.
was very loud.
Yeah.
And so we look on the floor. There's towels everywhere on the floor. There's soaps in there, and the refrigerator is pulled away from the wall.
Yeah, and them towels are on the floor and everything.
Yeah.
All that stuff spread all over.
So Jason made him mad. He trashed my
Do,
room.
do we have a photo?
Right there.
Oh, there
Oh,
it is.
There it is.
Oh my.
So yeah,
So this is the picture you took when you woke up after hearing it and turned the light on.
yes. We turned the bathroom light on.
Well, damn. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and the refrigerator pulled away from the wall.
But then again, I'm not sorry because that was one hell of an experience.
Yeah,
See
it
what you did,
was.
Jason?
See?
See what you did, man?
Good
Good job. Good job. Yeah.
It was nice. I liked it.
Yeah.
I don't know who it would
More of
be.
that.
Probably Adam.
I mean, the name Adam came from Psychic Joe that was doing the Psychic Fun
Oh,
and
the
Feast
fun
with
feast. Yes.
Kathy like a few weeks before all this. So that's where they got the name Adam. Don't know who Adam is.
Okay.
Not for sure. But that's who they said was in and around this room and everything.
Really
like that.
nice. Okay.
So Adam maybe was trying to finally maybe got the energy to do something in the room that I was asking. I don't know.
And I did put myself out there several times. I told them if they wanted to use my energies, whatever, just borrow them. I took off towards the end of the night. I did take off all my protection, but I do that a lot. But yeah, so yeah, that's what ended up. I mean, I got it all put back on there. Told them to do it again, but it never happened over the rest of the 3-4 hours of the night.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was relatively interesting. I was glad to hear it, see it happen.
Chris said they had the name Adam come through the puck while being upstairs. He can confirm.
Well, nice, thank you.
So you think it was Adam that did this?
Yeah, possibly Adam. Oh yeah, I did show you Heath. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's crazy.
Unsatisfied with the toilets.
Toiletry.
Full size soaps. Or else the
that's
towels
probably
are gonna
true.
get it.
Probably didn't like the towels being rolled up and
They
not that.
were nice soft towels too.
They were.
Shampoo and conditioner combo. What is this?
Well, again, I did. When we got into the room, they were sitting on the bed, so I did move them
I was
over
gonna
there.
say, that's my question.
Yeah, because ours was on our
In
bed
front
too.
of that,
We had to
right?
move it.
Yeah. Well, the refrigerator door was kind of sticking, and so we had leftover food from.
Dang, you just went right there, huh?
Wow. Stay sweet, that girl. We went to this place called something. What was that hog? What was the name of that hog? I don't know. That was a nice little bar in town. We grabbed some groceries over there, and we had some leftovers, and put them in the fridge. And I just wanted to make sure. So once we got them off the bed, I didn't want to stick them over in front of the TV, so I put them right there. And again, nothing happened to them until they flew across the room. Which was neat. And then again, I asked them to do it again. At that point, I put K2 out, and of course the tri-field was on, which I don't know why I have it on because it doesn't make noises, so it's not like it's going to help me out.
Yours
Let me
doesn't?
know.
Okay.
No, but my K2 does. It's noisy as hell.
Cockeyed hog or pig.
Yeah, the cockeyed pig.
What's
Oh,
the name of it, Jason?
that's right.
The cockeyed pig.
That's where we ate the cockeyed
The
pig.
barbecue joint?
It's
No,
about-
it's a little bit of everything. It's a
Hamburger
sports
joint.
bar. Yeah, hamburger joint. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Oh, burgers are good.
Absolutely
Yeah.
They did call it some other names. What all the ladies called it cockeyed something beyond pig. But we'll go with cockeyed. Yeah,
Okay.
it was interesting.
So
But-
what do you think that happened? I mean, as far as the towels and stuff goes.
I don't know. Other than, like I say, the activity that we got in the room,
Mhm.
I did state it was relatively quiet on that floor. I didn't get the other than what we got across the hallway. I didn't get a lot of stuff in that room other than a little bit of flashlight play, and it
Oh, no,
decided to say hi.
I was
pushing these buttons.
not really trying. I wasn't trying to be rude or anything
No.
with him or anything, but I was really kind of like pushing him to like, come on now,
Yeah.
all night long I've been waiting for something to really happen. You need to do something that really, talk to me through the flashlight, but do something around the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know it was going to do that as you were sleeping.
Well, that's fine.
But that's fine.
And who is this Adam character? I mean, what's?
I have no idea.
Or
This
just made up
Psychic Joe Flowers.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
She was doing Psychic Fun and Feast with Kathy.
Mm.
Apparently, that's the name she got. There's an Adam somewhere in the hotel that's there. He's not. I think he was like passing through or whatever. He's
Yeah.
not like. I don't think he worked there or anything, but he was just passing through. But yet he's somehow now connected with it. But
Interesting.
so, for some reason, everybody kept saying, I think it was Chris, or somebody told me to, ask for Adam in here.
Right.
I think Adam's in the room.
You said that he got Adam on the puck.
Oh, that's right. That's
Oh,
right. It was
okay.
on the puck. So I went with that, and that's who I was talking to. And the flashlight was giving me on and off answers, for yes and no, for Adam. So yeah.
Becky said that 3:15 a.m. her REM pod went off, and she heard nonstop chatter for 45 minutes. Some male was laughing and talking out in the hall. I could never make out what he was carrying on about. Second floor, Opera House.
Did they go outside in the hallway?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
did you ever open the
I
door
mean-
and peek out?
Let's see here. And then Christy said Tabitha couldn't sleep. She heard it too. Rias said, I was concerned my snoring was going to show up on someone's evidence.
Yeah. Multiple people snoring, it looks like.
Let's see what else we got here. Okay. She said no, she's not
She
get
did
up.
not get up.
Yep.
Okay.
So
You gotta do it. You gotta go peek
yeah,
out
you gotta
there.
look.
You
What's
gotta
Dan
turn your
sent me?
video on your phone
Dirty
and you
pics.
gotta go peek out
Yes.
there.
What the hell is this? Is your
No.
room? What is going on? You sent me like a plethora.
Sorry.
No, I don't give a crap.
Christy sent me more stuff, and there's words to explain it. I forgot about the cowboy picture.
Cowboy
And did you want to show any of the video of the flashlight?
Yeah, we can.
No.
Okay.
We got time. We'll show some here in just a little bit. all of it. What's special about this down here? I'm putting them up right now. What in the hell?
There's writing on there to explain them. There's a couple pictures that you can see. It's kind of strange.
They said, woke up, curtain was... Oh, you'll see it here in a minute. Sorry. Woke up, curtain was down.
Cowboy picture. Tell us about the cowboy picture.
Hair was
She told me
on
about
my
it.
bed. I have dark brown and very coarse hair. Okay, so in this picture coming up on the left side of the screen, and any second now. Oh, you guys are not gonna see it 'cause I never hit.
Send.
So hang on 1 second. We need the Jeopardy theme right now. Anyways, on this, I was just trying to read the picture, so that's why I didn't send it over. There it is. Hey-o. So on that, it says, woke up, curtain was down. And then it says,
And
black,
black, very fine hair was on my bed. I have dark brown, very coarse hair.
so the left side of the curtain was, I'm assuming, was hanging down.
I'm guessing it was probably tied up like the other side
Yeah,
was
that's
to
what I was
begin
thinking,
with. And somebody unknotted it.
And pulled it down.
Well, what's with the hair?
It was
She
on her
found
bed,
it in her bed.
apparently.
Hair on her bed when she woke up.
Interesting.
They left the hair in a book. The hair is still there.
Nice. So she sent this also to, okay, both curtains tied up. Following.
So is this where the cowboy picture was at?
No, you'll see him here in a minute.
Following, what's it say? Left.
And I want to say that's the room we heard the drum.
Both
Yeah.
curtains. What's it say?
Okay.
Both curtains tied up.
In this room here.
Following.
Okay, there we go.
I think I can read the middle word. Following what?
Following morning left curtain.
Oh, okay.
And it's pointing at the picture below it, which I'm guessing is like the picture to the left.
You stop reading ahead. I'm just kidding around. Let's see here. Let's keep going. I'll just keep going in order of the picture. I'm assuming these are in order.
Hopefully they are.
Give me a second here. So, whole beard. White beard. Sorry, I said that.
There's a, and again, it's going to probably be kind of hard to see in here. Pulling up, you can see a gentleman with a white beard.
What? Pulling up to the window?
Yeah, well, and again, this is relatively high, probably 9-10 feet off the ground.
Okay.
There's no way there's somebody standing out the window
What
looking
is
in
that,
at
the
us.
second or third floor?
This is actually, I believe, no, this would be the second floor.
Yeah. So no way for anybody to be out there.
No. And it's a strange looking picture. We didn't have any males in my group that had a beard other than me.
There's more
Yeah.
pictures coming up here. I'm putting them in order, but sort of.
That's
So-
definitely not me.
You guys see it?
I don't see that now.
I see it better on
Do you
the
see it,
very
Jason?
on the right side. I see it better on the right side.
The right side is more
It's more
pronounced.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whoa, same word.
You can see his shoulder.
Fancy.
There's his shoulder, his head, his white beard hanging down, and you can see the facial features.
What do you think, Jason?
Santa? No, I'm kidding.
Is that you?
Well, to me, he doesn't have a mustache either. I'm thinking a white bearded Amish dude, but
Oh,
I
you
mean,
like an Abe Lincoln beard?
yeah. But again, I don't know. It's a strange picture. It's
So cowboy.
Oh, be careful, Carl.
Yeah, he said he was taking off bad weather there in Dodge. So
oh no.
The storming?
Had him for protection for the car.
Get the car put away.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Oh,
hail.
okay. So that's a
Sounds
Charles
like hail's
Curtis room.
coming.
Yeah, that's where
That's
Corey
right.
is right now.
In Dodge.
Well, hail.
Just got there a couple hours ago.
I'm gonna pull up a picture of Charles Curtis.
On the car wash.
I will.
Put the car in there.
I'm doing it.
I will. Hang on a second.
What are you-
So
what are you
on the
doing?
screen now you have who are these from? Are these from Christie?
Yes.
Okay. Like I said, I want to give proper credit. Christie said there's cowboy hat. Let me get Charles Curtis pulled up here.
Well, that's definitely not him in the picture.
He looks like, who does he look like? Besides Charles Curtis. Looks like somebody different than what I thought he looked like.
Yeah.
Give me a second here, I'll pull him up here. So coming up will be a picture of Charles Curtis.
I can't find one picture with him with a beard.
He has a stash,
Yeah.
from what I see.
Kind of a porn stash.
Okay.
Sweet caterpillar.
So this is Mr. Charles Curtis on the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Selick style.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Is there anything in this room that would allude to this cowboy person that we know of? Is this Adam maybe, or
No, not at that angle, number one. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
and then there's one final picture.
I'll have to get that room up
Vice
again.
President under Hoover.
Yeah.
Hoover. Sorry. So she sent one final picture of what's it say here? Oh my god, I can't read that.
Almost looks like horse.
I see a horse head.
Yeah, I do too, now
can
you
see
Yeah, I
that.
think Kathy said he was under Hoover that night.
I see the
I
horse.
can see the horse.
That is weird.
Who's in the picture? That
Christy.
Christy? Okay. Haven't seen her for a while, so I can't remember what she looks like. Sorry, Christy.
Wow, weird.
That's weird.
I can see the horse.
I did too. The
For
hair
sure,
and
yeah.
everything, yeah. What she did say, she found hair in her bed.
A dark.
Oh, could
Horsehair.
the hair have been horsehair?
I don't know.
Yeah.
And again, that's the same room that we did have the EVP session where we got a lot of talk about mountain ranges and
Mountain ranges?
yeah, from sea to shining sea.
Oh, that's what you're saying, really? Okay, yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
America the Beautiful type stuff.
Yeah,
Freaking weird.
make peace.
What?
You know, be nice to your neighbor, kind of stuff.
Huh.
It was really weird. Is
Yeah.
yeah.
Very interesting. No, just something. From what it sounded like, it wasn't very eventful as far as the activity goes. It's not like you guys had more than I thought you guys. Experiences, pictures,
Yeah.
and the guests had
Yeah.
some stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
this is pretty.
It'd be
Yeah, it was
worth
pretty
it to
good.
do it again. I know Kathy's wanting to set up another date and everything.
Yeah, I would love to
Just
go.
fine. So my question to you
Yeah.
guys that went:
I'm not allowed.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Hotel Josephine, haunted or not haunted?
There's activity. Can I guarantee hunting yet?
Well, I mean, if there's activity, you got to say that it
Well,
is. I mean,
yes.
any activity. So you have to say it is haunted. I mean, there is activity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It-
So we'll go with
it's-
residual or intelligent. That's what I want to learn.
It's probably like
I
most places
wanna
like that where there's a little of both.
so
A little bit of
that's
both.
I think
I'd
there's
say.
some of
From
both.
outside looking
Yes.
in, just because your talent's in it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's intelligent.
Yeah.
I would
I
think.
mean,
Yeah.
something attacked your
Yes, I know. Yes.
after my
Yeah.
After you're in there
Sorry.
rattling it up.
sorry.
I like.
But yeah,
I like how we
Ria's
didn't come to that conclusion until the show.
And
I like Ria's take. She said to be determined.
to
Yeah.
determine exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that. Nothing wrong with that answer.
absolutely.
Christy wants to go back. She said I'd go back.
We got 3 rooms that if you guys partake in staying there the night, I mean, I know which room I'm picking, and I can give you a heads up on the other 2.
How many rooms total does it have?
Oh shoot,
You guys know?
wasn't a lot.
Not a lot.
15?
I would say maybe 15.
It's a
Really?
lot less than the Wilson.
Wilson has
Yeah.
30-ish, I think.
It has 28,
Is it 20? I was saying 30.
28, and it's less than that.
Wow, I would have thought that was more.
Yeah, there's not that many. There's 8
What,
to 10
18?
rooms.
Huh.
Yeah, 15 to 18 at most.
Yeah,
18, Christy said.
yeah.
Becky said she knows what room she's picking next time she goes back.
All right, which one?
Which one, Becky? You're going to tell us? So
We might
Dan
have to
can-
box.
The box?
We have to box.
Oh, yeah, the box. Like, what's the box? from? But she tells you then you're going to book her before.
No, I won't do it. She's a guest. I'll let her have her room,
Okay.
but I want to know what she wants.
Well, once again, she throws it out there. People are going to say, I know what
Oh,
you're
that's
thinking."
true.
Yeah.
Text me.
That's a slippery slope there, my friend.
True that.
Sunflower. That's what she said.
Oh, okay,
She put
yeah,
a picture
yeah.
of sunflower. I didn't know
Nah,
that
it's
meant.
cryptic. It was too cryptic for us at the end of the show.
I didn't realize that's what it was. Okay. So there's a sunflower room.
Yeah.
What's that about?
That's the room with the hanging.
The hanging?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd pick that room too. That's awesome.
I thought that was the bathroom.
It is.
But it has a bathroom in the sunflower room. That's probably what's
Oh,
Come on,
I
dude.
thought you were saying because
That was-
the public bathroom is outside of the room.
Oh, it's a public
It's
bathroom.
not in the room.
Oh, okay. I was okay.
I thought that's the one you were talking
Makes
about.
sense.
Oh yeah, no,
Yourself in
no.
the
Yeah.
public bathroom?
Okay.
No,
I
no,
don't.
no.
I don't think it happened in the public bathroom.
Sunflower,
Oh,
right?
So it's
Sunflower
sunflower
room.
room. Okay,
Yeah.
see that's
Okay.
where I was getting
Yeah.
confused
It's like
about.
the public
Okay.
bathroom and then the sunflowers right.
Right across it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Rita said she's staying in the same
Yeah,
room
to
because of the amazing
pass-
mattress.
Hey man, amazing.
Yes.
Matches can go
Which
a long ways.
room was she staying in? Or which room were you staying in, Rhea?
She was in the John Wayne room, I believe.
Nice.
There are several. The rooms that had the kings all had new mattresses.
Oh, cool.
Now, okay, my room was supposedly a queen. It turned out to be a full size, but that's
That's how
fine.
mine was too.
It was
Did you get the queen
comfortable.
instead? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It was
It
comfortable.
says he'd
I-
stay in
geez.
seven.
Was
Yeah,
your
Chris
bed not
wants
as
number
sturdy?
seven.
Yeah, Chris wants
Seven.
that.
Like
Seven's my
mine,
lucky number.
Set
She
on
said
it.
yes. She stayed in John Wayne. So what's the most haunted room in that whole place?
Their claim, Buffalo.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
But we had very little happen in that
Yeah.
room except for like that one photograph that
Yeah.
was weird with me. But
With the
other than that,
Jovians?
I don't think anything was happening in that room for any of us.
Okay, you guys just claim what's the most haunted room.
I don't want to tell you because everybody wants to stay in it.
They won't or will?
They will.
Oh, I was like, I want to stay in the most haunted room.
That's how we have to end the show, though.
No, for me, probably Dan's room that he stayed in, just because that's where I actually had some interaction with.
It's pretty active. I'll give
And
it
not
that.
to mention what happened to him and Dana, like after
Yeah.
they went to bed, you know? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
And Stacy and I went to bed at 1 something, at least to our room, and
Yeah.
asleep a little after 2. So and there was nobody else out. Everybody else was in their room.
They crashed out. Yeah.
yeah.
Christy said Charles Curtis beds are not comfy at all. They were very hard.
Oh man, if they were hard, they were the comfiest then.
No, they're hard. You'd love them.
I love it.
Oh my god.
Um,
That's soft.
I'll go with it. First floor tea room.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Door shaking
That's the one,
violently, and
door
I
shaking.
couldn't get in there, and a couple of other people was telling me what's going on in there, and I seen some pictures that people showed me, but I don't have them, so I can't talk about it a lot. But I want to stay in that room, and I want to leave it open for everybody to be able to investigate all night in that room. So that's why I want to get that
Gotcha.
room and hold
Very
it,
cool.
because it
Maybe next time we can
reserve that and hold it.
reserve the rooms that we want to.
Right,
Since
right.
we're the team,
Yeah.
let's do that way.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody.
Okay, my question is, would anybody be willing to sleep down in the
I would.
well
I would.
room
I'd
with
do
the
it.
dolls?
Yep.
Sure.
It's nasty.
It's nasty.
Exactly.
It's nasty.
We don't have
I'll stay up all night
No,
and
no,
do
no.
it.
I'll stay in
Sleep.
sketchy places.
I mean, I'll probably end up falling asleep, but I'm
Sleep
not
in
gonna
that
like
room.
lay my head down on the ground.
That's part of the experience, man.
No, I'm not. Don't want
You gotta
Come
cut out
on.
the dolls, man.
I'm more worried about spiders.
Exactly.
And bugs. No,
They ain't worried about you.
dolls I can handle. The bugs, no, not so much.
Dang
Yeah. Yeah, see outside of the tea room there's a mirror
Mm-hmm.
and it's tiny too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's probably the oldest mirror in the hotel.
Really?
And that thing has a feel to it. Several people felt it. And we try to get pictures at an angle, try to get something out of it. But again, that room down there at that corner, it just feels so strange. That area is crazy. So, yeah.
Interesting. We'll play the videos.
We'll
We're
see
running out
the
of time, but we're gonna out of time. Should I say? We'll play the videos of the flashlight another time, possibly.
Yeah, we could do that. Well, we can start the show next week with it.
Yeah, we could
Yeah.
do Crescent next time.
And then we go to the
Absolutely.
Crescent, hell, I'll throw you some Palace stuff if you want.
Okay. Part of the show, as you read
Oh,
the
we got
title, was
yours
supposed to
too.
be the Hotel Josephine and the Crescent Hotel, which Dan and Jake got to go to. And we didn't even get a chance to talk to Andy's experiences down in Graceland and all that stuff too. So we'll definitely talk
Did
about
you
that
see
next
Elvis?
time.
I think so.
Little teaser,
Well-
did she or did she not see Elvis?
You'll have to
But
wait
did you
and
see
find
his
out.
brother?
Yeah, tune in next week.
So, anyways.
Elvis lived, you know.
He's on
He
the
must still
island
live
with Jerry
upstairs.
Garcia.
I mean, he might
That's
be
all
dead
it is.
right now, but he lived from
With Tupac? Anyways.
I
I
believe
seen,
so.
I seen him in Vegas a couple years ago.
Oh my
I
gosh.
think he's still alive,
Yeah,
I
definitely.
do too.
So,
making more music.
I'm trying to read everything here, sorry.
Yeah, we've had a lot of comments tonight. That was a
Yeah, no,
good,
I'm
good comment
glad.
section by the viewers, man.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm glad the
That was
viewers
nice.
tuned in.
I can't wait to get to
interacting.
the Crescent Hotel next time.
Oh, man.
Talk about that,
Yes.
what you guys experienced.
I mean, it's a lot shorter than tonight's episode, but
Nah,
No.
we'll have some fun.
No,
We'll
you
stretch
guys
it
got a
out.
ton of
You'd be
photographs and
surprised,
stuff,
right?
too.
We can make stuff happen.
Oh, we got
Stuff like
again. We both had
we-
activity.
we did have interesting stuff happen that I didn't tell you about.
Okay.
More than what
Keep
you
it-
told me?
can't
Yeah,
tell us
yeah.
right
Keep
now.
it. Keep it.
Okay,
We don't have an hour or
one
two.
teaser question that they won't understand, but I will.
Okay.
Did you ever find your mask?
No.
No. Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
We'll talk about that next week.
Yes, that still pisses me
It's
off.
very
But
weird.
yes.
It's almost like a Twilight Zone moment.
A mask.
I can't wait.
Involves an
Uh,
elevator.
okay, I want to make sure it wasn't something else.
Yeah.
Involves an
Okay.
elevator and everything.
A little teaser for next week. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
we'll find out about this infamous mask. No, thank you to the viewers tonight for tuning in. The chat was great. I'm glad people were on here
Yeah.
telling their experiences.
Yeah.
Tell your friends to get on here and interact too and
Yeah.
stuff. We love that. It's great.
Because if next time we're going to talk about, like I said, the Crescent Hotel. So if you've been there, we definitely want to hear your experiences as well. Because I mean,
He's
Yes,
asking
ladies.
about Ellenwood. Me and Jason are going to get out there sometime soon.
Yeah, yeah,
Very
it's
we're
gonna
going to
soon.
we're-
postpone temporarily just because of some things. But yeah,
Yeah,
we're
the
gonna take
Wolf
care of it.
Hotel is definitely happening. I
sure.
spoke with them. They're excited. They're very excited to have us
Good.
as a group to come out and do that. They're excited to see the evidence that you caught.
My best picture.
Yep.
Because I explained what it kind of was, but without giving it too much detail. And
They
they're
kind of knew who it was.
they're
Who you
excited.
were talking about, didn't
they're excited to see what you caught.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, this is a picture that when I first met Jake, he shared with me out
oh god, yeah.
up in Lawrence at the
they?
Elder.
Yeah.
Well, I tried to show it
Yeah,
to the
it's
people
not
we were
from the
there
Elders,
with, and they
it's from
didn't
the
care
Wolves,
about it.
so-
Oh
So
man, I saw
I
that
had
and
to
I
show it
was,
to you
I was
guys.
in love with that photo. It was great.
Depending on the time, you may see a Leo appearance
Ooh.
at the Wolf. Maybe.
We may have to just
Dang.
work it around your schedule.
I don't think that's
Yes,
gonna
Oh,
happen
yeah.
Leo,
too
we
much.
miss you being with us.
You gotta freaking join us
I don't
on
exist.
something.
As far as everybody knows, I'm just a floating head. They don't know.
I know.
We can still kidnap you anytime.
Well, I talk about
I'll take
you
a floating head
every-
on an investigation with me. That's fine. That'd be interesting.
Oh,
I
yeah.
talk about you everywhere we go, but
Right,
nobody
right.
knows who this Leo character
Yeah,
does
is.
you're
not
just this
exist.
dude.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So, no.
Is he a ghost as well?
That's
He's
what
done
I'm
a lot of
saying.
cool stuff.
You never know. No, but all right, guys. No, great show tonight, guys. Thank you for everything. The viewers, like I said, for tuning in and for also commenting. That was fun. I didn't know what we were going to get out of this tonight. I
Yeah.
expected
We got 2 shows.
stretching for
Yeah.
Yeah.
content, but no, we still have more stuff to show.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so
Right.
definitely tune in next week.
Tune in next week.
Yep.
It's going to be good.
We'll continue a small part. It'll be like a fourth of the show, probably, hopefully, of the continuation of Hotel Josephine.
Yeah. Oh,
And then also
just
too, we'll talk about Crescent, and then the Palace,
Graceland, Palace.
Eureka Springs, Arkansas, and then we'll talk about Graceland and Elvis or no Elvis, maybe somebody else.
Yeah.
So, and then coming up, like Jason said, we're working on getting the Wolf Inn out of Ellenwood. We'll have a public investigation there that night also too. We're getting the dates worked out, and
I'm going to try to pitch just a team investigation first.
That would be great.
that'd be nice.
That way we know a little bit more of what we're doing
I
since
can show you guys around.
I know you've been there, but none of us have. You know.
Yeah,
It's-
we've been
That
past
would
it.
be,
I'll
that
show
would,
you
That's
guys
why I
around.
got into it.
I
So.
remember it all.
that'd be nice.
I know.
And you know, again, I like to thank everybody that actually participated at the
Yes.
Josephine with us, because without you guys being there, we wouldn't be doing this. And
Yeah.
you guys are the ones we're doing it for. So
Yeah.
thank
those
you for
that-
participating, and it was a great time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Those that participated with pictures to help us out tonight,
Right.
stories,
Yeah, great catches. by the
greatly
way.
appreciate it.
Those are awesome. And like I said, when I go over those, being a bystander, not being privy to be there that night, I'm going to pick both sides of it apart just because.
Sure.
Right.
But I like them. I thought they were very fascinating captures. I mean, something that we don't know.
And you asked, if is it haunted or not haunted, or
Yeah.
what, but I think it is, but it has a lot more to tell. I think it hasn't yet shown what it can
Definitely.
or what is
No.
actually happening there.
Because
So have to
again-
investigate it some more.
I mean-
It's still new to investigations.
It was just, we were new there.
Sure.
All of us that were together there that night were new there. So therefore, I mean, it takes a while for us to get to know the spirits and everything that are there.
Right.
So,
Well, and again, some of the people that have been investigating there, I mean, it was kind of neat to talk to them and explain to them because they're all trying to, we're trying to find the spirits. And I said, don't talk to them as their spirits. Don't talk to them as their past.
Right.
You talk to them as they are. I mean, they're people
Right.
just like you and I. Talk to them. They will talk to you. That's how you got to communicate with these guys.
Yep.
I mean, they want to talk. They want to express themselves.
yeah.
Don't sit there and treat them like an object. Treat them like a person.
Right.
And a lot of people, I mean, some of them are like, well, thank you. I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah.
Well, you have to.
Well, what do you think a spirit is, for God's sake?
Yes.
Demon.
So,
Demon!
All right, Zach.
I had it, sorry.
I don't know, demon kitty cats or nothing like that,
That's right.
Oh, we got to talk about that next week.
I was gonna say, wait for the kitty cat
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah.
So, bring them from the Crescent or Palace. So, very cool, guys. Thank you guys for everybody once again for tuning
Yeah.
in. This has been Cryptic Heartland episode number 137, talking about the Hotel Josephine event that happened.
Well,
a
we're
few weeks
nearing
back.
150. We're going to have to do something for
Well, some fun.
150.
There's some stuff in the word works too for that. So,
Oh, 150 is going to be a big one, guys.
yeah, we'll have some
We're
fun.
ready.
Maybe we'll get a viewer or two to come along and tag along with us.
Ooh,
Leave them in a scary
Never
place
know.
all alone.
Yeah, we've been
randomly pick?
Mm.
Yeah, of course. So
That'd be cool.
that'd be very, very cool, guys.
That'll be fun.
So, all right, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Once again, I'm Leo, one of the hosts of Cryptic Heartland. We got Jason signing out, and we got Jake, we got Andy, and Dan the Man.
Dan, hey, thank you. I won't do it today.
All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week, same time, same place.
Peace out, everybody.
See ya.
See ya.
Same bed
Thank
time,
y'all.
same bed place.
What?